80s Dave.
Big John B. BB, what's up, brother?
Dude, I'm doing well, man. How are you doing?
I am doing well.
You've got me all kinds of confused, my friend. I don't see Niners colors and I don't see Colts colors, and I don't think you're going to pretend to play off either. It looks like I just see a Braves shirt.
Yes, you do, my friend. You do see an Atlanta Braves jersey. So I did not go with the colors of the team that I am picking tonight, which we'll get to in a few minutes, but I went with the Atlanta Braves because they're going back to the World Series for the first time in, I think, a couple decades. And congratulations to the city of Atlanta and the state of Georgia. Major League Baseball completely screwed them and took the All-Star game away. But now games are coming back into Atlanta for the World Series. So celebrating the Braves today.
I hope it doubles the amount of income they would have had from the All-Star game, my friend.
I hope it triples it, my friend.
Let's go with the quadruple, huh? If it went quadruple, though, that would be 1 point more than the Bears scored today.
That's true. And I was just noticing that Derrick Henry threw a touchdown pass today, and I think he had more touchdown passes than Patrick Mahomes and Justin Fields combined.
Yikes. I did not watch a ton of the Bears game because it was kind of a blowout, and the Lions game was a little closer than some thought. Still a 2-score game, and pretty dominant performance from the Rams offense. But, my friend, 2 fake punts for the Lions. I don't know how many first downs the Bears had, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had the same amount as the Lions' fake punt conversions, my friend.
And an onside kick recovered
successfully.
Dude, we've been watching games here for the last several weeks, and you're like, come on, fake punt. Come on.
We got it twice on my team.
Twice today. Every single gimmick, trick, whatever you want to call it, the Lions did today was successful. And they almost won that game going down in the fourth quarter. And I think there was an interception in the end zone as they were getting close to tying the game. What a great game. What a wake-up call for the Rams. And I'm sorry about your guys. I was really pulling for them to win today, man. I really wanted the Rams to win. Or, I mean, the Lions to win.
I know you did. And you know what? Deep down, I did too. I think it was a wake-up call for the Rams defense for sure. But the Lions were just coached so well. I mean, those 3 calls right there, those 2 fake punts, that onside kick, like the special teams for the Rams was a joke today, and they weren't ready. And I just love Dan Campbell. I've never thought I'd say I love a coach when we're 0-7, but here we are.
Hey, I think the Bears should fire everybody. I mean, so we're on opposite ends of the spectrum. So I think you said I would say that after week 2 or week 3.
I did.
Okay, so weeks after week 7. The Bears need to fire everybody.
Which just means that you and I are just 1 year off. I mean, I said the same thing about my team last year. So we're just 1 year off from each other, my friend.
There you go, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're going to let you know the Skybox in a minute. I have not made my predictions yet, so I'm going to do that right now because the game's about to start. I see Carrie Underwood singing on the screen.
Welcome to a new Super Squares game show. Check out the...
I love that every time that you hear that, you know it and you're ready to go.
Before predicting the outcome of today's game, pay super close attention to our sponsors and their
products.
Are you wasting money on your mortgage payments?
Jennifer, hello. We'll let you know the Skybox in just a second. Pack, Wyoming. Hello. I like the Braves too, guys.
And don't worry.
My grandma liked the Braves.
We'll talk about that here in a couple minutes, why everyone likes the Braves.
Money, go to rate.com. We've helped hundreds of thousands of people.
What's up, Dexter?
Money every month on their mortgage.
Are you going to say it's because Chipper Jones was the most likable player of all time?
I'm not going to say that.
Because he was.
I'm not going to say that.
Good to see you, Rich. Alex, welcome back. And it's pouring outside, Dave. All right, my friend. I think I know who you're picking this game. I won't spoil it. But I actually am going, it's pouring rain. I don't know if you got the weather report yet. I know sometimes your Sundays are pretty hectic.
Yeah, and my Sunday, I did not check the weather until I came in and heard about this bomb cyclone, checked it tonight, and it is going to rain all the way through the night. When I say the night, I mean till tomorrow morning, like 6 a.m., it's still going to be raining out in San Francisco. So take that into account.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, and that means we always say it's going to be a running game. But the quarterbacks these days can still throw the ball and receivers can still catch with all the gloves and stuff. So we're often surprised by how much offense happens in these games. But I think Jonathan Taylor is the best running back on both teams. And I think that that Carson Wentz is playing better than Garoppolo right now. So I'm taking Indianapolis Colts 23, San Francisco 49ers 17, my friend. What do you got?
Oh my goodness. I'm very close to you, but I have gone in the opposite direction. I have taken San Francisco, and when I looked at this game, the total offensive yards per team, 13th ranked in the league are the Colts at 385. 14th ranked in the league are the 49ers at 377. So these teams are like neck and neck as far as offensive production. They're really close on yards against. I went 23-21 San Francisco because they are in San Francisco, because this game was kind of like a toss-up pick 'em. I think Taylor, like you said, is the best running back between both of these teams, and San Francisco's down to their second or third string running back right now. So 23-21 San Francisco.
All right, we're very close there. Now, this is going to be interesting. How many offensive yards did you pick? I'm going 556.
Now, had I known about the weather, I would have dialed it back. I did go a bit higher because both of these teams are averaging well into the 300 yards per game. So I went at 705, which I might regret.
Might not. Like we said, sometimes they throw the ball all over the place in this weird weather. And then team with the most passing yards, I think this one's easy. Garoppolo, you just never know what you're going to get from him. I have Carson Wentz getting 225 passing yards, my friend.
Ready to react? And
well, I'm right around that number with 232 passing yards.
What's important about
but I'm going with San Francisco because you never know what you're going to get with Garoppolo. And so I'm just playing the home team. Seems like you and I are split on everything on this game, which doesn't happen very often.
It does not happen very often, but it does make for some fun stuff here on stream for us to talk about, my friend.
Yes, it does, my friend.
I've got to watch the rest of this ad from Polaris so I can get it right, so no one roasts me.
Exclusive appreciation program for America's active military.
And I learned something fun about Super Squares today. I'll tell you in just a second.
PolarisHeroesAdvantage.com.
Got that one right. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Don't second guess yourself, John. It's Heroes Advantage, right?
Yes.
Whew. That hometown one always gets me because I always think of loving my hometown and I love heroes. So hometown heroes, it gets me every time, but I got it.
Save the cheerleader, save the world. Right? Was that Heroes?
Was it?
Yeah. Didn't you watch Heroes on? So you're talking about the NBC show, right? Heroes.
Oh no, I was just talking about heroes in general. I like heroes.
Yeah, there was a show on NBC called Heroes. Hayden, how you pronounce her last name? Panettiere or whatever. Yeah, Panettiere. She was the cheerleader, and it was like, save the cheerleader, save the world.
Oh, gotcha.
You had all these like superheroes and stuff and everything. Yeah, it was a cool show back in it was maybe about 8, 9, 10 years ago.
Yeah, I remember the previews. I never saw it, but I remember the previews. Here's what I learned today. You know, I play every game so that I can check all the skyboxes during noon and 3. So I get to watch I don't have to. I get to watch all the ads over and over and over and over on repeat for like 15, 20 minutes. It takes me to check into every game.
Right.
And today I had a couple text messages come through. I was texting a lot of people today. I had to catch up from the weekend. And so I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter if I miss a rating because like I can't win in these games anyway. Right. So I checked the message, typed back, went back to Super Squares. It's left off right where I left it.
It was cool. It hung up right there. I was going to say, because I had a message come in today. I'm like, I can't stop. I'm in the middle of, doing my picks and everything and stuff. So yeah, that's cool.
I have an iPhone, and I'd say the longest little break I had in between was like 10 seconds. So it's not a huge sample size, but twice, once with 10 seconds and once with like 4, I was able to leave, go, and then go back, and it didn't skip the commercial or anything. Don't quote me. Fam, don't quote me. Don't lose because of me. I have nothing to lose when I do that. You could lose a game group. But I just thought that was very cool and wanted to share it because it's good to share good things about this app. Hello, Mitch Dabers, he says. That's a troll. That's a troll, Dave. He's a Packer fan.
Speaking of sharing good things, Moose Man, a tier 1 for 13 months. Riddle Nerd, 14 months.
Look at that.
Look at that. And it says that a hype train is close on my Twitch stream over there. So Thank you, everybody. That's awesome.
You'll love to see that. You'll love to see that Riddle Nerd's message for that was "Go Bears."
Go Bears, my friend.
He is saying that unironically. He actually is a Bear fan.
Now, I will say something I learned today about Super Squares. Now, I think everybody that's watching can probably relate to having maybe one person that will come to mind instantly, or several people in your life or throughout your life that you're like, man, I never hear from them unless they need something. Right?
Sure.
I think everyone knows someone like that. It's like, oh, I haven't heard from them. Now, what do they need? It's something I never hear from them unless they need something. So what I learned tonight is, I mean, and I'm not saying this in a negative way, but I'd like when we come on, everyone to be like, hey, John, great to see you. Hey, Dave, nice to see you guys again. Oh, I'm excited to play Super Squares. What's the Skybox code? What's the Skybox code?
What's the code?
Is the Skybox code there yet? What's the Skybox code? Is the Skybox code? Can you give me the Skybox code?
As if we've ever not given it to them.
No, hold on the Skybox code for a little bit. Just put it in the pocket.
That's all. They just want the Skybox. They just want the money, my friend.
Hey, they don't care how your day was, John, that you've been doing this for like 8 hours, 9 hours already, or what I did. It's like, just, hey, give me the Skybox code.
Dexter Willis, all caps, says gold diggers.
I think there's a hype train. Is there a hype train going? Is there?
Oh, Pack donated 100 bits. All aboard. Thanks for the 100 bits, Pack Wyoming. We appreciate it. The Skybox for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to join it right now. We'll join it together. Is Pete, P-E-A-T.
Now, if Pete is the Skybox, is Repeat in the Skybox as well? I wonder if the Skybox is called Repeat.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, Dave.
Pete.
Also, sure hope that's not the one that we're not supposed to give out.
It's P-E-A-T, not P-E-A. Okay, P-E-A-T, right? Like Pete? Oh, I know why. Oh, because that Brother Justice is made from that cool mountain, that lake water, the pure water in Minnesota, the peat, all those good ingredients there in Minnesota where only Brother Justice can be made.
I'm triple checking my messages, shaking right now, hoping I didn't just make Frank super upset.
What?
All right, good. That's tonight. Woo! Thought I gave out tomorrow night's special Skybox already. But
hey, Metal Mama, what happened in your day? What made it interesting? I had a fun day, but what was interesting about your day, Metal Mama? And thanks for commenting and welcome to the show. I love that Metal Mama is always here, and I always, you know what's interesting? Speaking of that, because a lot of times Metal Mama and Metal Dad are in my game group. When I registered for this game tonight for Indianapolis and San Francisco, now with our new Super Squares 4.0, you can go on and do all of your RXPs, your reactive experiences right away before the game even starts. You can look at the leaderboard and see who you are in with before the game even starts, which I did. And I went through, and I don't think there was one person in the entire group that I'm in that I recognize. Not one.
A lot of people are playing. I've noticed that today. We've had a lot of people in the Skyboxes today. 15 are already in. I'm sure they're all pouring. P-E-A-T, by the way, not P-E-T-E. And Dave, wait until you see how fun it is to look at the predictors move, especially as we get late into the game. You remember when we root for like this person needs this square, this predictor?
Yeah.
Now everyone's sharing. They're like, I need the passing to switch in this game now. And it gets really fun. I don't see any rain in this game.
I don't know one person. There's not one person in my game group that I know. I do see the name Cold Ones, which is like my favorite beer. The cold one.
Would you say you enjoy a cold frosty bev?
Yes, I do, my friend. Although tonight when I came in, Big Money Frank was finishing up some pasta. He's Italian, my friend. And he had himself a Cabernet out there. So I said, hey, might as well have a little bit of that. So I'm not having a frosty cold one right now, but a nice smooth Cabernet. It's a red blend. Yeah.
It is nice. I'm sipping on ice cold water, wondering where the rain is in San Fran. It's supposed to be crazy. I hear it outside of my house. And also celebrating that Rich Stadler gave 100 bits. Thanks, bud.
Awesome, Rich. 75% on that level 1 hype train.
Love to see it. Some trickery from the Niners already.
Hey, if you are a first-time player with us tonight, let us know. just type into wherever you're watching us, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or Twitter or wherever you happen to be, just type on there and say, hey, first-time player, and we want to welcome you in tonight to Super Squares. The game's already started. I don't see a lot of rain like you're saying.
Brisket with the Tier 1 14 months in a row says, let's get a game group win. And we'll look at the Niners.
Look at the Niners. Like we said, they're down to their third-string running back. And Elijah Mitchell actually was hurt for a few weeks and is kind of back after their bye, healthy now, and he's their lead back. And like you said, I wonder how much there's going to be a ground game tonight because of the weather and field conditions, my friend. Just checking the Twitter really quick right there. Some good stuff from the folks at Polaris. Look at him.
Another first down. This Colts defense is not doing well.
Look at Mitchell go, my friend.
Moving on. In the chat, Moose Man, how we doing, brother? Who do the Vikings play next week?
Vikings didn't lose today. That's good, right?
They didn't lose today.
See?
The Saints didn't either. They play tomorrow night.
That's right. But the Saints could still lose this week. There's no chance. There is no chance at all. Look at Mitchell go, dude. Holy
touchdown.
Wow. There is no chance that the Vikings can lose this week. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, there you go. I don't think the Cowboys are going to lose this week either.
You're probably good there as well, my friend.
Correct, my friend.
53 players in the skybox at the moment. And in first place is Bill. And in second place is Bill T.
A lot of bills. A lot of money. Speaking of bills, we'll see big money a little bit later. We have some questions. We're going to talk about the launch of our 4.0. I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to share you a text I got this morning. Where did this come? It was
the kick is no good.
You missed it.
Who needed that kick?
Goodness, that's huge. Robbie Gould, one of the greatest kickers in the history of the game, he's out injured for a while. So I don't know who their backup kicker is. I got this text this morning at 11:30 from my buddy Mark in Mokina. And if he's in your game group, I think he's Matty Ice. He texts me, he goes, you guys will get a bunch more players. When stuff comes up and you forget to do that react button, good call. So now, again, like I said, as soon as you log in, you can do your reactive experiences and get those all done before the game even starts. So thank you, Big Money Frank, for taking that suggestion from the fam when people have commented on that. That's going to make life a lot easier for a lot of folks that have big Sundays planned with kids playing soccer, or they're out boating or mowing the lawn or wherever it happens to be. Anytime until the end of the game, you can get those RXPs or little red reactive button experiences done.
And I like to do mine live on stream once per time slot, which means it's time for me to do my reactions right now. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'll do one with you.
Let's do it. Sorry about that, Pat Wyoming.
I got the new one.
I got the Hall of Fame.
The cross.
The Hall of
That
Fame
one's tough.
Merlin Olsen Super Bowl luncheon. World-class hospitality each year. Over 80 gold jackets are in attendance and will be seated with our loyal partners. A once-in-a-lifetime chance to meet your football heroes. Sponsorships are available at what Jerry Jones said was the best event at the Super Bowl. For more information, go to profootballhof.com/Merlin Olsen Luncheon.
Nice, Hank. Plus 4 points.
We doing more of them now, or are we waiting?
My game's not back, man. I'm going. Do cannon.
Okay, I'm doing my next one. I got an ice shaker.
It's there.
I used it in the shower tonight.
Good times like this call for thick. So crack one open, take a whiff of 4 distinct scents that smell downright delicious. That's right, fellas. Take a whiff of the good life. Because life doesn't get much better than thick.
And Veggie with a tier 1 for 14 months in a row. Thanks, Veggie.
Oh, veggie on me.
Oh, there's the rain now. Both at my house and at the game. It just can't look at that. It's gonna be fun tonight.
All right, I've got one left, so I'm gonna wait until we have another break.
How did you do 3 before I did 2?
I did one of them earlier today, just to test it to make sure that it worked correctly and all that stuff. So I came in tonight with 3 instead of 4 left.
All right, gotcha. I'll wait 2 for the next commercial as well. Snyder loves the thick ad. Well, hey, Snyder joined me for a little bit of the Lions game today. A lot of people were complimenting you on how you did on live on the air, my friend. So thanks for doing that and being with us and being part of the fam.
Hey, I will tell you, this is interesting, and I learned this with Super Squares. So as I was logging in today and yesterday and picking the games that I was going to do and everything, I saw a brand new commercial for Signature Lacrosse. You haven't had it yet, so I imagine it's going to be your last one that's left, Jonathan.
Yes, I saw it once. I saw it a couple times earlier. It was tough, man. There was a lot of information given in that commercial.
Yes, there was. And so I took my 14-year-old to try out for club volleyball tonight, but she's been wanting to try lacrosse. And we left the tryouts, and she goes, "I'm not so sure I want to do this. I just want to maybe go to Monday night practices with Coach Natalie and Coach Dave and get stronger and do this." Because Tuesday night, there is a lacrosse meeting. So during her tryout, my wife calls and she's like, "I just got an email Tuesday night at school. It says anyone interested in boys or girls lacrosse to come to a meeting." My wife goes, I don't even know what lacrosse is. And I go, "I'll tell you what I do know, that 300 plus NCAA programs play with the signature ball. And it was designed by the players for the players, and 4 national championship teams use it." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I just learned that from that ad in the last 24 hours.
I love it. Jonathan Taylor, first carry, fumble, my friend.
Oh, my goodness. We were talking about what a great running back he is. And here's that first fumble of the game. Mitchell goes down and scores for San Francisco. Taylor coughs it up on his first carry.
Yeah, you got to hope that the Colts have an answer on defense, because they honestly might as well not have even lined up last drive.
Let's see if they keep running the ball, or if Jimmy drops back to pass. I need 232 yards from you, Jimmy. I think it was. Yes. Oh, they keep handing the ball off. It's like, hey, if Mitchell keeps running, we'll keep handing him the ball. Look at this.
I know. They keep handing. I'm like, where is Indy on D?
Wow.
You know they're going to run it in this weather.
How about that?
What up, Husky? Good to see you again.
Oh, Jonathan, I do have tonight, back on a sticky note, another joke for halftime. Landon's laughs at halftime. I just do want to clarify, Megan, no recorder? No. No guitar? Nothing for halftime? Okay. Jonathan, marbles?
Nope.
All right. Do you have any magic tricks or jokes for halftime?
I could come up with a joke, I'm sure, but I do not have any tricks. Skeeter has a trick for us, but I believe that will be tomorrow evening.
Okay. And someone did ask, I saw a while ago, said, when's the next watch party? I can't remember who that was. Our next watch party is tomorrow night. And it's not just a normal watch party. It's not like, hey, tomorrow night. Yeah. I'm sorry, there be money, Frank. Our live stream? Okay. Well, someone called it a watch party. So our live stream is tomorrow night. Our next live stream is tomorrow night, when we are not only going to sit here and watch a game like we do normally and talk about the game and talk about all kinds of different fun things and jokes and halftimes and all that. 3 people are going to be selected tomorrow morning, and they're going to compete tomorrow night in a private skybox in basically a cage match. Mano, imano. So that's like a tri-mono. And the winner's taking home $5,000.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna do a live drawing of those names. A lot of entries. A lot of the people in the fam have entered, of course. And we're going to be calling those people tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Time, between 9 and 10 Central. They'll have an hour to respond before we have to move on and call someone else. But I'm super pumped. So make sure your phones are on tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Time, my friend.
Make sure that they are on. It's like phone a friend on what was that show that Regis Philbin hosted?
That would be Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? They phone a friend. And I always thought, like, man, can you imagine if they phoned somebody and they weren't prepared and weren't by their phone and didn't answer? I don't know if that ever happened on the show or not, but yeah. So be by your phones tomorrow morning, my friends. There's Jimmy scrambling.
And a lot of people are asking how to enter. You go to Super Square. We talked about it a lot last week. I talked about it a lot today. You go to supersquares.com. You can see it on my screen. If you haven't gone to supersquares.com in a while, it'll actually pop up right when you go there. If it doesn't, go to the very bottom right, enter 5K giveaway. And there's a bunch of things you can still do in order to get entries into the drawing. Download Super Squares, refer friends, watch a What Is Super Squares video, visit Super Squares HQ on Facebook, view this post, all these things you can do. Click the links and get some entries and some points and things like that. All right? Not too late.
It ends in 23 minutes. So it ends in 23 minutes. Get to work now.
Go do it. 23 minutes.
My friends. So, Jonathan, I'm not sure. I just took a glance down when I got in, and the other night, is Skeeter here? Is he in the chat with us?
He's not. He had an awards ceremony, so he was here during the noon game and a little bit of the 3 o'clock. He might be here by halftime.
Well, I didn't get a chance to watch. Was he trolling me on the fantasy front?
Not really.
Okay, not really means he did a little bit, right?
I think either he did or others did on his behalf.
Okay. Well,
I heard you were coming back though.
Yeah, just like LL Cool J said, don't call it a comeback. I've got a 99. It says 99% chance of winning, and Skeeter has a 1% chance now.
I'm
not sure if that's good for him or not, but he does have the San Francisco defense going.
He does. He just got here. He says, "Howdy, just got here."
Hey, Skeet, what's going on? We're just talking about you, brother.
Did you know that Skeeter was in my game group today, and I took second, and he took first?
No way.
I know, dude.
I was just going to say Skeeter's going to finish second to me today in fantasy, and then he'll be second place again overall in the league. It's a beautiful thing, though.
A beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
His words are Sam Darnold. I mean, yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, Sam Darnold. I mean, how often does a starting quarterback in the National Football League that someone has on their fantasy roster get benched? I mean, outright benched. That was crazy. What a weird game. Like I said, I looked at like halfway through the game and saw there was like 5-3. And I'm like, what? How is this happening? It was just crazy, bizarre.
Yeah, 14 hours left, Veggie, until we draw.
Until we draw the winners, yeah.
Only 20 minutes now to get going. I'm going to watch a commercial. Ice shaker.
Ooh, I got Hall of Fame.
Odor free. Another one right. All right, my last one's going to be this lacrosse one, and I don't know if there's any other questions. I got the other one right earlier, but if there's a different question, I'm in trouble because there's a lot of info here, my friend.
Okay, I got the Hall of Fame right, my friend.
Yeah, like they could ask how many balls? Well, there's only one. All right, supported by 300 plus NCAA programs. Okay, used by 4 championship teams. What if they ask me on any of those questions? I'm going to get them all wrong. Made by the players, for the players. Signature. Got it right, my friend.
Way to go, my friend. Hey, Bourbon was asking a question. I don't. He said something about "Let's Go Brandon." I don't know if someone typed a a swear word or something. You said you assumed that you were timed out. I don't know. Maybe if someone types something in that's like gets flagged, does it like suspend that person so they can't type for a little while?
So Dave, I don't know if you saw, there was a bunch of convo happening around it after the word had been typed. So he got a timeout. He got a timeout from one of our mods.
Okay, tonight in the chat that happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I try to follow along with that, but talk to Jonathan, watch the game, and check over the stats. So a lot of times I don't see all that stuff. So I apologize if for some reason.
It's okay. If a little drama happened, I didn't mention it because if a little drama is happening during chat, I try to not address it, to not make it a bigger deal than it is.
Got it.
So Riddle handled it. Bourbon, we love you. Hang out here. And let's have fun.
Billy 3G wants to know, should I go to the train station?
He keeps asking that. I don't know what it means.
I think it means a hype train. Does it mean? I mean, because we had a hype train. Does that mean there's another hype train, maybe? Or
no, I don't think so. Because he's been bringing this up all day.
Okay.
I still don't know what it means. I've also been ignoring that. From now on, I'm just going to send you text messages before a nice stream to be like, here are the things that I'm ignoring today.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's.
I always worry, like if I don't know what it is, that it's just something ridiculous.
Right.
All right, what happened there? We had a field goal, did we? So it's 9-0?
Yeah, I think, they got down and Jimmy G was like scrambling, trying to save his life, and he whipped the ball up out of bounds. They ended up kicking a field goal right there.
It's a Yellowstone reference, Dave, which everyone in the chat, including Bourbon Drinker earlier, said that I need to watch it.
Okay, now I know some people is that the one with Kevin Costner?
Is that Pittman Jr.? Bro, if they don't call this back after that is Pittman. If they call holding, I'm ending the stream, Dave.
Why, is he on your fantasy team?
Yeah, he is. And I need to win this week in Yahoo.
Let's see. I don't know. Pass interference. It'll be declined. They'll count that catch and the yards, my friend. Okay. Why is this over the top of my screen? So maybe. Okay. We'll reload. Check connection. We're having trouble loading the feed. I don't want that feed. Well, I don't even know what you are. Try to close this.
Is it Discord?
No. I think Discord's working, but something popped, like this whole little cute thing popped up over the. Let me hit this button and see if it, like this whole thing here. Oh, careful!
Sorry.
This whole thing popped. It just going away. I got it.
Okay.
And for some reason the computer was really lagging and slowing everything down, and I wonder if it's because of the weather in San Francisco.
All right, they did count that amazing pass.
It did, right?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. It should be counted, right? Correct.
I don't know what the flag was. I didn't see it.
It was a holding penalty, I think. Holding or pass interference or something like that, but it was declined. Okay, so like I said, the Yellowstone thing, that's Costner, right?
I think so.
I think it is. Does anyone say yes, or is that Billy say yeah? I think so. Okay, so I've never watched it. My father-in-law watches it and says it's fantastic. You just get hooked. And I know other people that have said it's a great show to watch. I've never really watched it. I don't know if it's something you can just pop in. Oh, I digress. When we were at my father-in-law's house last time, that show doesn't it have like some choice language and stuff in it? I think it's
Yes.
not on. Okay, so I think we threw it on, and I heard something within like the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I'm like, whoa, change the channel because it wasn't like kid appropriate. So like I think I saw 10 minutes of it. But I remember seeing people on horses and Kevin Costner in a cowboy hat. But I've heard
the chat told us all today, not kid friendly, but that it's really good.
Yeah.
I heard that Tim McGraw, and I could be wrong, fam. So please, and Bourbon, drop it, bro. Touchdown Colts walks in.
How about that?
I've heard that Tim McGraw and maybe even Faith Hill too are both going to play in a prequel to it, or maybe in the new season. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I would love to know if, because I like Tim McGraw. I don't know if you like him. I like Tim, and I kind of think that the prequel is going to be good too.
I don't know Tim McGraw personally. I don't know like a lot of his music. I just have one Tim McGraw story. So I think it was like 2000. I'm in Atlanta for the Super Bowl, and Faith Hill was singing the national anthem. And the night before, we went out for dinner to some restaurant, and like we had our big table. People, we were broadcasting from there for the Super Bowl party and everything and all that stuff at HSN, and they had a big table right next to us. And I'm like, hey, that's cool. That's like Faith Hill and Tim McGraw. They were like sitting right next to us, and he like makes his living. I mean, he's a singer. I mean, he's a performer, a singer. And I was kind of shocked though, because I went out, I ran outside to get something, or I don't know what it was. And I went outside, and again, don't like hold this against me, just the Tim McGraw story. I was just surprised and shocked. And he was out, he kind of snuck out, and he's out there, and he was smoking a cigarette. And I was like, man, dude, you're like, your voice, that's like not a good thing. And it surprised me that he smoked. I don't know why, it was kind of shocking. Maybe, being a musician and a singer. I know a lot of singers smoke. I mean, you look back at like Dean Martin and all the guys back in the 60s and the Rat Pack and everybody were always like smoking and singing and all that stuff. But it just kind of took me by surprise when I saw him like smoking a cigarette hiding around the corner.
Yeah, he used to smoke and he used to drink. He has for years not done either now.
Cool.
Which is crazy. And I don't know if you've seen him lately, but the dude's jacked because of it. He's
No.
like in the best shape of his life, and he's like in his 50s.
He acts too, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's acted in a movie I like.
That's what I'm saying. I saw him in a movie, and I was like, he was really good. He played the dad, I think.
Yeah.
Was it
What movie?
Was it? He wasn't in Blindside, was it?
Was it Blindside? I think he was in Blindside. He was in The Blind Side. He was in Friday Night Lights, and he was great in that too. And then he was in Flicka. He was in Flicka, and he was pretty good in Flicka.
Yeah, Tim McGraw. He was the dad in Blindside. I remember watching the movie, and I was like, man, he's, because a lot of times like someone tries to cross over, they're a singer, and they try to act or do something whatever, and you're kind of like, yeah, just keep singing. I was like, I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, and Friday Night Lights, he was good in as well, and so I'm excited about that show, and I probably am going to watch the one Chat's recommending as well, that Yellowstone one. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, the Yellowstone thing I'd like to watch, but I just don't flat have time. I mean, between with having and you still have time now just because your kids are so small. When they start getting older, dude, and you start going to practices here, and I used to hear a buddy of mine talk about this years ago when my kids were really little. And I was like, he was telling me, I got to go to this for, a wrestling tournament in Iowa, and I got to go to such and such for horse riding. And he used to just like drive billions of miles. And now I'm living it and understand. So I just don't have time to watch.
Right now, Jody and I probably have one night a week where we can hang out and watch shows.
Yeah.
Because of my streams. But once Super Square's Super Bowl is over, my nights free up a little bit.
Well, there you go.
What did Skeeter's wife win? She won. Oh, what did she win? I didn't know that was for your wife, Skeeter. That's great. And all of a sudden, we got ourselves a fun, close game here.
My predictors aren't looking totally horrible right now. The passing is, I think, what might hurt me. I went 232 San Francisco. Right now it's 67 Indianapolis. And in the Brother Justice Skybox, 97 people right now in that Brother Justice Skybox.
Love to see that. I don't know if you saw my Twitter or not, but I yesterday was feeling a little bold. Had a buddy in town. Nice catch. Oh, my goodness. Look at Debo Samuel.
Go, Debo.
I went to the Michigan game against Northwestern yesterday in Ann Arbor. Had to leave the house at 5 a.m.
Ooh.
Game ended.
I remember you talking about that, having to go there and then drive back and all that.
Yeah, game ended. And on the way back, my buddy goes, hey, and he was visiting from Houston. He's one of my business. His company that he works for is one of my new company sponsors, and so we were hanging out. And he goes, "Isn't South Bend, Indiana, kind of on the way home?" And I said, "Yeah, it is." He goes, "Let's go to the Notre Dame game tonight." And I said, "Let's do it." So we went. And
no way.
Yeah, and we were gonna get tickets. Like we had tickets, and we were gonna go in, but we wanted to have a beer. They don't sell beer at Notre Dame, and they don't sell beer in the Michigan Stadium either. So we wanted to have at least one beer. And so we're like, well, and Notre Dame was already, we were a little late. We were like 5 minutes past first quarter. Notre Dame already scored, and who cares? They're not that good this year. Neither is USC. So we're like, let's just go to like a really fun packed bar and just watch it and like be present with all the other Notre Dame fans and stuff and just kind of hang out. So we did. And then I got home at like 11 p.m. It was a wild day, but it was fun.
That's great.
2 games one day. I wonder who's done that without the use of a private jet.
2 college football games in one day?
Yeah.
I don't know. I say it's like 2 games in one day. I haven't done that like a billion times, but it's within Chicago. When I go from a Blackhawk or from a Bulls or a Bears game to a Bulls or a Blackhawks game that night and cover 2 games in one day, but never like 2 college football games in one day. That's kind of different.
Yeah, 2 from one sport would be kind of interesting.
And your boys in Michigan won, right?
They did. They blew out Northwestern, and now there's a huge game. First time in my memory, and maybe ever, that Michigan and Michigan State has played each other undefeated this late in the season.
Wow.
Both ranked in the top 5 or 6 or 7. So I'm excited.
And speaking of the Big Ten, I have so many friends and family people that went to Illinois, University of Illinois, and Illinois yesterday beats Penn State. And all my friends are just like, they just get on Twitter and hammer Illinois every week because it's so embarrassing. And they come up and they beat Penn State in 9 overtimes.
Yeah. Were you aware of that new rule until yesterday? Because I was not.
No, I was not. I knew you had to go for 2 after the first overtime, but then I didn't know you're starting and you're running one play. And no, I did not know that. And that was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it was kind of fun. And wow, San Fran with a 56-yard field goal in this weather, and he hits it.
And he couldn't make an extra point after their first touchdown, but now he drills 2 field goals, one from 56 yards.
Yeah, that was fun, and it's only the first quarter, 12-7. Besides that Tampa Bay Chicago Bears game, my friend, which I believe was 35-3 at half.
Yes, I believe.
Tampa let off on the gas, I think, a little bit in the second half. I believe besides that game, most games today were not even as high scoring as this one in the first quarter, which is crazy. And it's only 12-7.
Yeah, today's games were kind of weird. Let me rip through them really quick because we're in a commercial right now. The aforementioned Bears, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were up 30. It was either 35-0 at halftime or 35-3. Only 3 points scored after that. It was 38-3 final score. Tom Brady threw, I think, 4 touchdown passes today, maybe something like that, and I think hit 600. The first NFL quarterback to ever have 600 touchdown passes. Green Bay over Washington, 24-10. Tennessee got out on Kansas City and rolled 27-3 and never looked back. Atlanta-Miami, one of the better games today. Atlanta was leading most of that game. Miami comes back and ties the game late. To a tongue twister. Had 4 Tagovailoa. He had 4 touchdown passes, the most of his career. And what's great about that is this week, all this is Deshaun Watson going to go to Miami? Is there going to be a trade? Deshaun Watson. And then he comes out and throws, he threw 2 interceptions as well, but 4 touchdown passes, most in his career. They take the lead, and then right at the end of the game, Atlanta comes back down and scores a field goal and wins 30-28. New England, 54-13 over the hapless New York Jets. 54-13.
They never stopped trying their hardest. It was crazy.
Man. The New York Giants with all their injuries, and Carolina, who looked good after the first few weeks of the season, has really taken a step back. 25-3 was the final in that. I think it was like 5-3 at halftime or something crazy.
It was.
In that game. Cincinnati 41-17 over Baltimore. So very interesting in that division as Baltimore was rolling along and all of a sudden runs into the Cincinnati train today. Again, 41-17. Las Vegas 33. The Philadelphia Eagles 22. John, I hate to say this one, man, but the Rams 28 and the Lions 19. The Lions were leading in that game early. I'm like, go Lions. What a good game. And again, 28-19 could have very easily been a Lions win. It really could have been. Arizona 31-5. Newly acquired tight end they just traded for, Zach Ertz from Philadelphia. I think he had 3 catches today and like a 60-something yard bomb that he just ran down the sidelines and scored. 31-5 over Houston. again, just all these little single-digit scores. Crazy games today.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy games for sure. I have news for you, Dave, that is shocking to me.
What's that?
Mitch Trubisky is trending right now on Twitter.
Whoa, hold on. Let me go to the Twitter.
The Bills did not play today,
Okay.
nor will they. Why is he still trending when he's no longer on the Chicago Bears and the Bills aren't even playing? Mahomes played horrible. Watson didn't play today. So all the normal narratives that get Mitch trending did nothing happen today for that to happen, except for Justin Fields playing horrible.
Now, what's interesting is when I just went to the Twitter, it says my trending is under NFL, it says Cutler.
Well, no way. So now
I'm not lying. I'll take a screen grab, dude. It says right. The first thing says what's happening. It says NFL 4 hours Jets at Patriots. The next one is City Custom Cash. That's some promoted thing. Next one is NFL Cutler, and then below that football trending McCaskey's. But why is Cutler trending?
I think they're just. I think maybe people online. This is pure speculation, but pretty. I think a educated guess. People online are trying to say why Nagy and the Bears have ruined a lot of quarterbacks in general, and so probably hit the reset button so it doesn't happen to Fields. That's my guess.
Don't ever disrespect the GOAT, Jay Cutler, ever again, is a tweet I see right here. Let me see. They may have divorced, but Kristen Cavallari and Jay Cutler didn't stop dating. Maybe it's about Kristen Cavallari. Tough stretch for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, the Bears in general, Bourbon, for sure.
Yeah, Mahomes is being compared to Jay Cutler.
My goodness. Is that Pittman? Oh, my gosh.
Flag on the play.
That one was not Pittman, but that was definitely pass interference. And Indy's going to keep this drive alive.
Justin Fields isn't more talented than Jay Cutler. He's just more hyped because he runs fast.
I don't understand how anyone, that includes you, Skeeter, Mr. Fields is Trubisky 2.0. I don't understand how anyone in their right mind, knowing who Nagy is, knowing how the Bears' offense is going to make any type of assertion or assumption about Justin Fields yet.
Yeah, it's
way too early.
It's way too early. I don't know why people are. Cutler's been retired for a few years and out of the league, and here's a kid that just got drafted in the first round. He comes up to a team that should have fired its head coach after last season, and hangs on, and just it's what a mess that poor kid went into. But I mean, think about it. He was drafted with a lot of hype, comes into Chicago, and Andy Dalton signs this stupid contract to come and be the starting quarterback. And Fields is just a professional about it, man. I mean, a lot of guys you see are just really young and arrogant and kind of me, and and he's just like, hey, it's his team. He says it's his team, and I'm here to learn and whatever. Whenever I get my chance. I mean, just a really nice, level-headed kid. He's got a lot of talent. He did great in college, and the Bears are just a mess. So no, I mean, go look at Peyton Manning's stats when he got to the Colts, and you're going to probably see similar stats. I mean, it's so I don't think there can be any judgment on Justin Fields at this point. There's a long way to go, still in this year and in his career too. And there's Taylor.
Woo, almost into the end zone. What a run. And he hit a level of acceleration there when he got into the second level. That was crazy.
Yep. Just start breaking away from those last three guys.
Sometimes you're like if you watched his last run, he should have ran faster to start. And I don't know why he didn't. And then you're like, oh, well, he clearly can do it right there. Whoop. That was amazing.
Touchdown saving tackle right there.
Thank goodness, because I'm facing him.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah. It's Pittman Jr. time. It's Pittman Jr. time. Yeah.
Oh.
I thought he fumbled again. I was like, no.
He got you down that far. Give him a chance to score, right?
Yep.
Let's see how you're doing. Let me find your team. Where are you on here?
Even Manning threw 6 picks in a game once.
See?
Yep. Great point, Brisket. 101 players now in the skybox.
Oh, I was looking at our league. So in our league, Jonathan, you have a 27% chance of winning.
Yeah, if that would go up if Pittman got in the end zone here.
Yeah, because you have Pittman and Lockett. So yeah, that'd be good, huge for you. Uh-oh. Timeout. End of the first quarter.
End of the first. Ooh, who needed that? I needed an Indy touchdown for a partial. I'm not getting it.
Let me see.
Square, nice.
I got nothing.
Skeeter, I'm surprised you didn't talk trash today. You beat me in my skybox. I'm in the game group. I was second. You were first.
Manning threw 6 picks in a game once, and I think, if I remember correctly, didn't Al Bundy score 3 touchdowns in one game? Didn't he for Polk High? Didn't he, Tim? That's right. Al Bundy scored 3 touchdowns in one game.
I want to hear why you think everyone likes Atlanta Braves, my friend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here, let me tell you about that story. So way back, like before you were born, there was TV. And it was just like local television. You had rabbit ears on there. You had a big aerial antenna on top of your roof. Yes, I said it, on top of the roof. There was this big aerial antenna that stuck out with all these things on the side, and it'd get all your channels. You'd click them and tune them all in. Well, then cable started. Like back in the late 70s, maybe early 1980s or so, cable started. And WGN in Chicago was a super station for cable. And in Atlanta, they had was a TBS or whatever it was, a super station in Atlanta. So people all across the country got to see Cubs games, got to see Braves games because of cable television. Down here in Florida, there was no Tampa Bay Rays back then. There were no Miami Marlins or anything like that. And Atlanta was the closest that anyone down in this whole area in the Southeast was the Atlanta Braves. So this whole part of the country, kind of like New England is for football up there, in Maine and Vermont and New Hampshire and Rhode Island and all that stuff, everything are kind of like that New England area. So it was very popular down here, but the super stations on cable made the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves very popular nationwide because they could watch all the games.
Wow. What year was that?
It was probably in the early 80s when they first started happening.
I'm not surprised that you sound so confident about it then, my friend. You are 80s Dave.
It might be might have been the late 70s.
And that's a great story. And everyone is saying that he had 4 touchdowns as a halfback, which is crazy.
Al Bundy?
Apparently.
I think it was 3 touchdowns in one game.
There's like 5 people said 4.
Oh, let's check it out. Hold on. How many touchdowns did Al Bundy?
Oh my goodness, Carson Wentz just gave the ball away.
It was 4 touchdowns in a single game. You were correct.
Did you watch that play? Watch this replay. Carson Wentz just for no reason, instead of taking a sack, just literally handed the ball to the other team.
He's trying to inspire change. It says it on his helmet. Oh, it's like slipped out of his hand.
My goodness. Either way, he wasn't going to make that throw.
Yeah.
Just tuck the ball in, man.
Hey, is your boy Kittle back? Aren't you a Kittle guy or Frank or someone?
See, I'm glad you bring that up. I'm having a really rough go in one of my fantasy leagues. Really rough, Dave. For starters, I drafted Kittle later than most people did, but I couldn't pass him at the round I had him in, so I took him. And then later on, nobody took Gronk. So I grabbed Gronk super late. So I got 2 pretty great tight ends on my team. Both have been hurt for weeks.
Yeah, I think
Kittle's not in today.
He's not in?
So I picked up another tight end last week that I had to start, Conklin from Minnesota. He had a bye week. And I heard, last I looked on Friday, they said Gronkowski was playing this weekend. So I started Gronk.
He didn't play?
He didn't play.
Yeah, no, they never said he was going to play.
He was projected to get points in my ESPN app, and it said that he was going to be good to go.
No, they called him out, I think, on Friday and said that he was not going to play this weekend.
So maybe mine was Thursday then. But anyway, so I started Gronk today in a league. That's how I'm doing.
Oh, not good. Well, here's my question then. Both of those teams are past – no. When does Tampa have its bye week?
I don't know.
Let me look and find out when Tampa has its bye week.
Looks like week 9.
Week 9. Okay. So then you might as well hold on to both of them so you can use Kittle if he comes back when Gronk is out, because Gronk will probably be back next week, I would think.
Well, I need to win a lot of games in that league to make a difference. Been decimated by injuries as well. Man, you know what's crazy is the people always say there's just a little bit of luck you have to get in any sport in order to win a championship, in order to get to a Super Bowl, in order to win a game. And so far, San Fran has all the luck. Some crazy plays on this drive that could have been turnovers and were when Indy did it, but were just incompletions and such here. 4th down incoming.
4th down and a punt. Skeet, thank you for the detailed background on Al Bundy. And I think I remembered it was always 4 touchdowns. And I thought last season I said 4 touchdowns in a game, and people corrected me and said, no, it was 3. It was 3. So that's why 3 stuck in my head, but it was 4 all along. He's a legend, Al Bundy.
Dude, Dave, I got to tell you something, man. I just watched that kick. It's pouring rain. You can only really see it when it's up closer, when they show the fans or you get like something to look at. It's pouring rain. I think I'd be more nervous to catch a punt in a game where it's pouring like that than I would be to kick a game-winning field goal.
Maybe.
Like that just, can you imagine sitting there just being like, I guess I hope I catch it. Nobody would blame me if you don't.
Nope.
By the way, my friend, I don't want to rub it in, but the Red Wings are up 5-3 against the Chicago Blackhawks, my friend.
Yeah, the Blackhawks have some problems early on in this NHL season. Having some problems, my friend.
One of them tonight is that their best player and arguably a top player ever,
COVID?
Patrick Kane, is not in.
COVID.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Patrick Kane was put on the COVID list, I think, yesterday. So, but it didn't say that he had it. It didn't say he was exposed. It just said, all it said was he was put on the COVID-19 list. So, who knows?
There is a chance that when he stood up at a restaurant, he forgot to put his mask on, my friend.
That's right. Might be.
Dangerous stuff. Is it a Super Squares with a bad Wi-Fi or me? It's not us. I hope it's not us.
I was going to say,
I can hear him.
I'm looking at Twitch right now, and I see, and now it just popped back on. Something said loading, and then it went to a picture of some dude's head like this in the middle of the screen, and now it just popped back on the Twitch.
Oh, yeah, it says it's us having issues too. What happened?
I think it's back. I mean, mine's back.
Okay, I got you back now. Yeah, I don't run it anymore, y'all, because it's on StreamYard. So the host is over there in Tampa. Are you guys having weather?
No, we haven't had weather in weeks. It's actually nice.
Probably just something weird then.
It was a Twitch thing because Twitch is located in California. So there's an earthquake out in California, plus this cyclonic boom thing.
Earthquake? How did I not hear about that?
Yeah, there was an earthquake like within the last couple hours, right, Frank?
East LA, man.
In East LA.
Yeah, man.
I was born in East LA, man.
That's crazy. You think that would be trending?
Jonathan, I do have some other breaking news for you.
Please.
I had this the other day, and I forgot. You ever heard like "Don't bury the headline"? Like if you have news, like just get it out right now if there's big news. And the other night, I was like, I got to mention this to Jonathan. Totally forgot about it until I went into the refrigerator this afternoon.
Okay.
What do you think I saw in my refrigerator? What's in my refrigerator now? What?
A McRib.
No.
What is it?
Eggnog, dude.
Yo,
Eggnog is back in the stores, and you can get it now. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Money Frank.
Big money, big money. Big money.
Hey, JB, what's up, brother?
I love the
feeling
jersey.
a little
Frank.
left out. I'm feeling a little left out, fellas.
I love it. I love the jersey.
Greatest World Series ever. For you Minnesota fans, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Didn't end very well for my Braves. I was in Atlanta. I went to 2 of the 7 World Series games. My first ever World Series. Unbelievable. 1991. 7 games. Start of the 7th game. There was so much respect. The leadoff batter shook the hands with the catcher before he started the game. After 9 innings, 0-0.
Love it.
And then went into extra innings, and the Twins won in the 10th. Best
Wow.
World Series ever.
Wow. Was that in the 90s?
91, my friend.
91. That's wild. I wish I would have gotten the memo. I would love to have matched you guys tonight. And
yeah.
I've said it a few times. My grandma and her late husband, my step grandpa, my first grandpa passed away. She got remarried. They both, what they did together basically all the time was just watch Braves games on TV as they got older. And I know she'll be watching. I can't wait to give her a call and see how excited she is that they made it. But I would totally buy a jersey, my friend.
Now, do they live in Atlanta?
They did. They lived in Georgia, but they watched Atlanta for years and years and years.
Got it. That's because of the Superstation.
And the Braves really were bad.
Yeah.
They were so bad for so long.
Yep.
And then when Turner TBS took off. And
I mean, think about it. Glavine and Smoltz
That's
and
right.
Maddox.
Yeah.
I mean, think about like just that. I don't think there'll ever be a better rotation.
They were awesome.
It was just amazing. Hall of Famers
Hey, Frank,
yes, sir.
we just got raided by Pride of Detroit.
Oh my gosh.
And that makes me, 54 people. Thank you, Jeremy. We appreciate you and appreciate that raid. That makes me think that we should we'll have some new people in here.
It could be.
And if there's some new people in here, they might wonder how you play Super Squares.
How to win, right? How to
And
play.
how to
How to
win.
win. Did you know we got new videos? Have you seen these new videos?
I heard about that.
I saw a little piece of one on Friday night, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Let's check them out.
Yeah. Welcome.
This is how you play.
Pop it up full
Super
screen.
Squares. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1, kickoff. Start by making 3 predictions about the game you're going to watch. You'll be asked to estimate elements like total yards and points. React to and rate 2 brands you'll see in the app. You'll be asked about sponsors and their ads. Pay attention to maximize your points. Claim your first Super Square. You'll earn 6 points for matching one of the team scores and 11 points for perfectly matching both team scores after every quarter. A new Super Square is awarded each quarter so that you're never stuck with the same number combos. Easy, right? You can even compete with friends. In fact, when you refer a friend to Super Squares, you become their buddy. During matching buddy prize events, when your friends win, you as their buddy win too. Ready to get started? Download Super Squares in the App Store or Google Play today. We pay millions. All you pay is attention.
There you go.
I'm not kidding, Frank. That is awesome.
About time. Only took us a year. Get that out there.
Dude, I need that. I need that in a format where I can just tweet it out.
I think you can just take that somehow and
This is
do
how
it.
you win.
I'll figure it out. Here's how you win.
Super Squares. Every time you play a game show, you'll join a game group. A game group holds 25 random players, just like you. At the end of the game show, the player with the top score is the game group winner. You can earn 1 point by rating an ad from 1 to 3 stars. Earn 3 points by correctly responding to a brand quiz. Earn 6 points with a partial square, which means matching one of the team scores. Earn 11 points with a perfect square, which means matching both team scores. And earn up to 16 points for each pre-game prediction. The closer to perfect you get, the closer to 16 points. If you get a perfect game, scoring 100 points or more with perfect squares and perfect predictions, you and your buddy will each take home $1 million in cash. But you don't have to be perfect to win. Each game hour, the top game group winners and their buddies will be eligible for additional prizes, like thousands of dollars each game day. Check the app for weekly and massive monthly tournament prizes as well. Ready to get started? Download Super Squares in the App Store or Google Play today. We pay millions. All you pay is attention.
That's good stuff, my friend.
You got questions, we got answers. If not, we'll make it up.
Love it. Well, I'll figure out how to let everyone know how to share that because those videos are unbelievable.
Good. Yeah, we got to get a share button on there somehow. I guess that's not there yet. We'll get with Brandon. Well, I'll tell him when he comes in.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's get on.
It's as easy as putting it on YouTube and then having the link to the YouTube.
Yeah. So the agency that's working with us now likes to track when things are played, and YouTube doesn't do a really good job with a lot of statistics that I guess Wistia. We used to use Vimeo, but apparently they're big fans of Wistia. So I'll get with them to see what we need. But you're right. We need to get it where people can find it.
Well, that'll be great, though, man. I have so many people to send that to. People that I like, people that I know wouldn't have taken the 10 minutes for me to talk to them about it on the phone, but that I know if I text them a link, they'll watch a 1-minute video. That's good stuff.
You could actually just send them to supersquares.com/how to play.
Right. And they could do that.
And that's the videos are there too. So
love it, my friend.
Cool.
Why are people talking about the Pack? Why are people?
How the Packers do that?
How the Packers get brought up and me being a closet Packer fan? How'd that even come up right now?
Packers won today. Yeah, they won.
I remember I was distantly hearing Jonathan praising the Packers, and then he said, "Don't clip that."
Yep.
Did you hear it?
Someone did clip it, by the way.
Somebody did clip it?
Megan.
24.
He was singing.
24-10 over the Redskins.
Megan, stop hanging out in the stream during the day.
Relatives of the Braves.
You're going to catch stuff I say like that.
I hate when that happens.
By the way, Lucas Raymond, hat trick for the Red Wings.
No way. You know, I remember a game, man, it was so long ago, maybe last week, when the when the Red Wings are up like 6-1 or something, or 6-2
Was it to the Lightning?
to the Lightning, and then I think they lost that game. I think they ended up losing. Was it maybe in overtime?
I think
It was
so.
a brutal loss, my friend.
Yeah. So
But it went deep in overtime, at least a minute.
It is now 6-3, 11 minutes left, and you are right, Dave. This game's not over. a lot of ball game left.
Exactly, my friend. Fourth down right here. San Francisco is going to be punting again.
What is it with the weird scores? Did you see it was like 5-3?
Two teams had 5 today because Arizona, Kyler Murray got sacked in the end zone. And so Houston was winning 2-0 at one point today.
Wow. And Houston doesn't score a lot of points. So that was big for them. They ended up with 5. Bears ended up with 3.
Oh, that guy should have stopped that one.
Yeah, Carolina.
10 yards on that bounce.
Carolina only had 3 points today. The Jets at least got to 13. Kansas City didn't even get on the that reminds me of the Super Bowl. They didn't score a touchdown in the Super Bowl either, did they? Kansas City.
You know, I called the
3
new
points
the
there.
Jet. I had New England. My predictors was Jets 13, and I think I had like New England 38.
Really?
Yeah, and I missed it by what? I got like almost no points.
I know.
54.
54.
54. My gosh, the Jets are so bad. You know, the funny part is I want to shout out to Seth Rabinowitz if he's watching. Seth is our he heads up our relations with the NFL, and Seth was the former chief marketing officer of the Jets.
Oh,
So humble man. I tweeted him or I texted him saying I heard the Patriots had a bye week and they had a scrimmage today.
Love it.
Oh, was it raining?
yeah, just a little drizzle over there.
Oh my God.
It's supposed to drizzle till tomorrow
Speaking of
morning.
drizzle, who's Grizzle Dizzle?
Grizzle Dizzle Manizzle? For shizzle?
Grizzle Dizzle today won his second electric bike by being a buddy in the last 2 weeks.
Really?
Yes.
That's impressive.
Wow.
Is he on stream? I've seen him on stream, have I not? Because Grizzle Dizzle, it seems like I've seen him on stream before.
I think so.
Bourbon drinker dares ask their big money Frank, has anyone yet had 3 perfect squares in a game yet?
Yes, sir.
I think it was the first week we were on.
Yes.
Someone had 3 perfect
I think
squares.
so too, yeah.
It was like the first week we were on. I'm like, oh my goodness, someone's gonna win the first week. And then they, I don't know what they didn't match anything in the fourth quarter, but yeah, we've had that before.
We've never had 3 predictors in the one game straight perfect yet. We've had 3 squares. We've had 3 squares in a partial.
Man.
So it's just, we start getting tens of thousands of players, it's going to happen.
Yep.
In fact, we're thinking about adding a new prize that if you have 4 perfect squares and over so many points, you'll get something just for having 4 perfect squares. If you get 3 perfect predictors, probably going to give you a prize. We're working on that too.
Skeeter says he's had it, Frank.
Has he? Oh, maybe it was Skeeter. Heaven knows. I think Skeeter's played more games than anybody but you, Jonathan.
Probably true.
Oh, why? Oh, he drops it. That's the rain for you. We're talking about what that rain would do in this game. You got to think that had to affect that right there. He was wide open.
Great throw. Great play call. Just
Had a
doesn't work out.
Big empty sideline in front of him, and he's like, "Woo!" No, that wasn't the rain. That just hit his finger.
Just bad.
He was thinking, "Oh my gosh, I got a touchdown. There's nobody left in front of me. Oops, catch the ball first." Well, number 3 was there, but
I think he was looking at him for a second.
sometimes you just have to look at it.
Would you look at that?
That's a great punt in this weather.
Oh, you better not have touched it.
Oh! Dude, that's a safety.
Yeah, it's going to be a safety. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, dude, I just feel so bad for him.
He's like, no, touchback. That's it. No,
Is that a touchback? I think Skeeter did say it might be a touchback that happened the other day. I thought it was a safety.
You have to have control. Maybe you have to have control and then go back. He had control there.
This is one of those ones where, like,
see, momentum. Even there, it's about momentum.
You have. This is where you like. They need to know the rule book, because there's always like little weird things, and it's like, okay, well, he forced it back there. Then you have possession.
Yeah, so I think that is a touchback. So I think Ayuk knew it and was smart to get it, but I think it's a dumb rule. That should be a safety.
The kick was the impetus. No, it wasn't. His kick was the impetus. Which kick are they talking about? He kicked it right there. That was the kick that gave it impetus.
Oops.
I don't know.
I mean, he had possession for sure.
He had possession for sure in the end zone.
Yep.
It almost looked like his trailing foot was on the, like, still in fair territory, like outside the goal line as he was touching the ball, but it's still, what a boomer play right there.
Yeah, so I do think the rule is that's a touchdown, but I think that's a dumb rule, and that should be a safety. You shouldn't be able to kick the ball into the end zone, then pick it up and go down without consequence.
Yeah, I think if he hadn't kicked it, I would agree, but
because you know what I mean? Like if he let's say he hits it with his hand or something, and it's about to go out of bounds at the 1 on a punt, and you can get down there and just hit it into the end zone and get the ball to 25 instead.
Do you think there's a chance they're reviewing it? The rules?
I'm looking at Twitter to see, because that's always the fastest way to find stuff out when I can't hear the game. And I don't see anything coming up right now.
Unless it's the truth you're looking for.
There you go.
Well, if I'm looking for the truth, I'm just seeing a lot of stuff on Trubisky here.
Hey, guess what's trending on my Twitter now? We must have like different things trend because like of what I look at and what I see and where I'm from and all that stuff. But Fire Nagy is trending.
Oh boy,
trending now. Fire Nagy.
I thought you were talking about the picture of Tom Brady. You gave a hat to the kid who beat cancer. That was right there on the left.
That wasn't trending. Yeah. Even Mark Giangreco, who was ABC News for like 30 years. You can't get the
guy.
Hold on. Let me see.
He cleaned the dishes.
Must see. Tom Brady gives hat to boy who beat brain cancer during Bears-Bucks game. I didn't know anything about that. So there we go. That's a nice story.
There you go.
This is crazy.
What's crazy?
That whole play, like.
Remember I was telling you the Blackhawks, this is from Dave Schuster, who was on the air with us last year when we had him here on Super Squares with us before a Bears game. We talked some football in Chicago. Dave just tweeted out, he said, the Blackhawks have just set an NHL record for the longest start to a season without having a lead in any game.
Oh, no. Well, that could change today because they just scored. It's 6-4.
Yeah, but they still haven't had the lead. Matt Burke. And there's a tweet from Matt Burke. I'll tell you, I love
Wait. Does that mean they've never won?
They haven't won a game yet, no.
Oh.
No, I don't think they –
They're 0-4 and 1.
They haven't even led
this year.
I love reading Burke's tweets. It's hilarious.
I saw that shirt. It's that guy that said something.
Hold on, I'm going to see if I can find the one.
They would look up to you?
Yeah, was that hilarious?
Oh, my God.
So some guy tweets to Burke and says something. Here it is. He says, I used to look up to you when you played. Now I look down at you. And Burke's response is, you must be super tall. I love it.
Dude, he's a funny guy.
Do you now, John? Do you block people like on any kinds of social media, or you just let? Because I heard some people say, yeah, block people. Other people say like let the haters hate and let everybody. Don't block anybody. What's your stance on that? Because you're more into the
Yeah, I mean, I block people who say like the most like I would never block that person.
Right.
I would just probably make a joke like Burke did. I don't know why they're acting like that was a fumble. That's incomplete. But when people, dude, I've had people say stuff about my kids, or my wife even, and when it's like that, I'll block them immediately and just move on, not give them the attention. I won't tweet about them. Won't give them what they're looking for.
Right.
But with stuff like that, no, I think it's kind of dumb to block. And listen, but what that guy basically said to Burke is, I used to like you until I found out we disagree, and now I don't. Which is, I don't respect you. You can respect someone and disagree with them,
right?
But man, what a great response!
Yeah, like I said, I love the way Burke just like comes back and does stuff like that. I block people on different types of social media. If I see anyone like post something that is racist, I block them. If someone posts and says something to me that's like against my service or the Marine Corps or military or something like that, I just like block them. I'm like, and I think to myself, I don't need that person in my life. I wouldn't be friends with that person anyway. So why would I be friends with them on social media? And so I do have, several people that I blocked on some of them, but it's always, like I said, if they flat out say something that's just a blatant lie, just trying to do so whatever, I'm like, I don't need that around me. Or if it's racist or if it's anti-American or something like that, whatever, I'll just block him. Yeah.
Love it, my friend. Wild loss today, first loss of the year, right?
For
the Minnesota Wild.
Oh, is it? Yeah, really? I know they've started off. Yeah, I know they were number 1 in the power rankings last year.
Yeah, they were 4-0, and now they're 4-1, I believe.
Yeah.
Man, Bourbon Drinker says my only downfall is my loyalty to the Lions. I'll take that. That's a nice compliment. And I did not block you, Billy. Get out of here.
159 followers.
Dude, you're gonna hit 200 before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, up to 159, John. 159 now.
I actually have a hot take. I think that Dave gets 5,000 to 10,000 about the Super Bowl, sheerly from the amount of people following him from Super Squares.
Could be.
We will see.
Like tomorrow, speaking of 5,000.
Ooh,
great segue.
Good transition.
Tomorrow, live, right here on Super Squares TV, 3 strangers, probably, will be going head-to-head in a cage match in a special skybox, and the one survivor who survives without losing their life will win $5,000.
The sole survivor.
Yes. There'll be a lot of blood, be a lot of pain, but one of them will survive and walk away with 5,000 cash.
5K.
5K.
I am the sole survivor. Remember that, Asia? 1980s. You remember that song, right?
With the dragon on the cover?
Yeah, the dragon on the cover of the album. Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think about that, JB? I mean, who's anybody else giving away winning $5,000 on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube tomorrow?
Anyone? Shot.
I know of.
Bueller?
Terry? Is Terry giving away his money? Terry Bradshaw?
I don't think so.
No.
Frank, I am, by the way, ready tomorrow for 9 a.m. Central and available anytime from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central to talk. I'll go to Mass at 6:30, and then after that, I'm all yours until we're ready to go.
Yeah, I think because we're working with an agency on reaching these people, and it's going to be kind of hectic. I think we'll just not put that live.
Oh, so you don't need me?
No, we'll handle it.
No okay, no problem.
Now I may need you. Depending on who these 3 people are. I mean, there's a chance they've never played Super Squares before. So tomorrow afternoon we will be giving a tutorial. Maybe you can do that with me. Maybe we can even do it live on stream. Have them join us, say hi to them. And we'll boot up a practice game.
Oh, fumble.
And go through the pregame and show them how to react so they understand. And maybe we'll do that tomorrow. So are you available tomorrow early afternoon?
And yeah, early-ish afternoon. Anytime after anytime, yeah, between like 2 and 3 Central I could do.
After 2 Central.
Yep. But before 4. I have an interview on the radio at 4.
All right, send me your time slots.
I got you, my friend.
Cool.
All right, Bourbon Drinker is taking off.
Where's he going?
He's going. His phone is dying.
All right, Bourbon.
Good night, Bourbon. Hey, he
Nice seeing you.
he may be one of the three. I mean, keep in mind, anybody. It could be anybody. It's random.
Yep.
3 random people.
Keep your phones on tomorrow. Be awake at 9 a.m. Central.
9 to 10. You'll be getting a call, a text, and an email.
Vank says call a couple times if it's him. He's got class.
And it will be me personally. I will be calling from my cell phone so that you don't block it or think it's a prank call.
And Vank says, hey, Frank, if I'm drawn, please make sure that you call a couple of times because he's going to have students in the classroom.
Brother, that's so funny. I'll be texting, I'll be emailing, I'll be calling. So just
respond to one of them.
Just be ready. You got to call me back. If you don't answer, I'll leave a voicemail message.
And you have how long to respond to that, Frank?
1 hour.
Uno.
I love Hoot Scoot's confidence. He's looking forward to talking to you tomorrow, Frank.
Me too. I'm excited to see. I have no idea what it's going to be. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, you know me. I always hope it's people that we know just for fun. But no matter what, it's going to be fun. How about a fake punt here from the Colts?
Not in this weather, bro. They're lucky to get a real punt off.
Like he caught the snap.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if there's another crazy play here. This time Ayuk catches it.
Oh, he's down. So is there any, when we have our 3 finalists, whoever finishes in the second and third, is it, hey, nice seeing you, or is there any kind of consolation for them or anything? Or
There'll be blood.
There'll be blood? And now, just to clarify as well, buddy prizes don't count on that.
Nobody.
So whoever wins his 5,000 is like, it's my buddy. No, root for them. They're not. There's no buddy prize.
No buddy prizes. Now, I say that, but there actually would be a way that they could have a buddy that wins something because they will still be playing
in the real game.
Yeah, they could actually have a
really good score.
They could actually win top score in the country. Who knows? Right?
Another fumble. Man, this is just. Yeah, I should have adjusted my passing yards and total offense and all that good stuff and everything and tweaked it all down here. I didn't look at the weather. That's my fault. And I'm the one that always says, check the weather.
I know. I did check the weather, and I was pretty good so far on the total yards, but way overestimated passing so far.
Yeah, the thing is, though, normally when I register for these games and we're doing them on night, I do them at like 9, 10-ish in the morning, maybe 11. Today, I mean, I finished dinner, and then I was like, man, I got to get this done before I get to the studio. So I didn't do it. I only had like 20 minutes to do this, shower, get the Braves jerseys, and get out the door. So I didn't check the weather. Oh, no one was fooled there. And a flag. So Mitchell's not going to lose those 3 yards right there. That's going to be, well, it all depends. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see who it's on.
But if that's only a 5-yard penalty for something, they're going to just decline it because they lost 3.5 to 4 yards on it.
Illegal formation offense.
Oh, decline. Like I said, they lost 4 yards. Just.
Oh, yeah. How do you even call plays in this weather? Get creative, boys.
Practiced all week on a slip and slide.
Apparently, the same storm is hitting Seattle tomorrow.
Really?
Curious to see how the Monday night game is going to be.
Make sure to make adjustments, my friend.
Now, you, myself, and Jonathan will be in the cage match skybox, the cage match skybox. So when we make up, well, I don't know if I know Jonathan's going to have to make it.
Oh
my gosh.
Recovered. A great catch. Your pop-up. Sorry to interrupt there, Frank.
Okay, brother. So you and I, you'll play your normal, but.
You want me to do real predictors and try to do well?
Yeah. So okay. Jonathan, you're going to have Tim G's going to do on TV Admin 5. He's going to do your predictors so you can see what you would have done. But because we're going to be in the cage match as referees, making sure we get hurt, we're going to have to do our predictors and be really bad. We're going to feel like high score, like
75-0.
Yeah, like no, 75-75 or 74, and like really bad, so that we're at the bottom of the statistics, and we can see the 3 players duke it out. And we'll have EMS on standby as well, and
Are we going to
salts?
Are they going to be required to wear full headgear and
guards.
mouthpieces and all that stuff?
Absolutely, absolutely. Aquadome will be there to referee.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Aquadome.
Can you instant message him, or is he on his channel or anything like that? Does he have a channel?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Like I said, I saw he posted some on Facebook last week because my other account, like my on-air account, I'm connected to him on. Let me see. There he is. Let me look. He posted something 12 minutes ago. It was a Halloween joke.
What was it? Share the joke.
I'm a stay-at-tomb mummy, like a stay-at-home mommy. I'm a stay-at-tomb mummy. And then a ghost says, I have an office, but I'm haunting from home today. That's bad.
Classic.
You should bring these jokes to Super Squares.
Amazing. He'll pop in tonight. Last time I called him out on Instagram or Twitter and said we miss you, he popped in right away. So be ready to see him, guys.
Okay. All right, there we go. We'll see what happens.
You just add a Tim Tebow while you're on there.
Oh, I'm not connected to Tim on Facebook.
That's Facebook.
That's the Facebook.
The Facebook.
Let me go to the Twitter.
Hey, Frank.
Yes, sir.
You said it's closed now to enter tomorrow's contest?
Yeah, your entries won't count.
Okay, should tell Brandon real quick, give him a text.
Yeah. Only hours left to enter. So someone just
and have him delete that tweet.
This one right here.
Yeah. That's not Brandon. So it's unfortunate.
Either way, whoever has access to it, including Brandon, can still delete it.
And I just have a Lions fan that just followed me there, Frank. 160.
There you go, man.
Up to 160.
What's his name? Wayne?
Yeah. Did he just follow you too?
Yeah. He just came in from Jeremy's stream, and he's probably going to play Super Squares. How about it?
Awesome, Wayne. Welcome to the family, my friend.
He should probably make Jeremy his buddy, but if you don't want to, you can make me, Beard, your buddy.
Yeah, or Dave. You can make Dave your buddy. It's all right.
Or not Mark Cuban.
No, you don't need me. You guys do it.
We haven't seen that name in a leaderboard in a long time.
I've not been playing as him. I'm objecting to even having his name in my name.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Go Atlanta.
Don't like him. Sorry, Mark. In fact, I'm going to update our rules to make sure that it says eligibility. Mark Cuban cannot play.
There you go.
Frank, you need to make sure that he doesn't get a phone call tomorrow, my friend.
Oh, I can't. If he actually played, I got to be fair.
Not if you make it in the rules first, though.
It's too late. I can't exclude Mark now. But I don't know if you know that was actually in the rules at one tournament.
Oh, I remember. It was
Do you remember that? Yeah. It's going back. I'm going to change it. Look for rule amendment soon.
Brisket has a great point. Don't forget to make me your buddy, or I'll never let you forget it. Yeah, Brisket, a friend of mine from Twitter, found Super Squares because of me, met him in real life. Now we're buds. Still never made me his buddy.
Right.
I shed a single tear, Brisket, every time you win.
4 minutes ago now.
My friend.
It's
okay, Brisket. I'll let you buy me one beer a year to make up for it.
Hey, speaking of beer, because I know that we like to talk Frosty Bevs, right?
Yeah.
I did notice yesterday that is it okay to talk about other beers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
At Sam's Club, I was at Sam's Club yesterday. Went by Sam's Club.
Good for you.
And I was like, just stroll down the beer aisle. Now they had the Sam Adams Oktoberfest, like 28 bottles. It was not a 24 pack.
The sample pack.
No. 28 bottles, but it's all Oktoberfest.
Oh, really?
They're orange, yeah. And it's like, I don't know, $29 or $30 for the case, which is a really good deal. I mean, for Sam Adams. And you get 28 bottles.
Not 24.
No, 28.
Wow, that is interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So the 7-pack, 4 7-packs?
No, I don't know. I think it's just it's one big case. It's just got 28 bottles in it. They're not into individual packs.
It must be 4 by 7 then.
Big case, yeah.
Okay, let's do the math.
So
Squares.
about 6 feet down from there, they had the sampler pack.
That's what I saw.
Yeah. And so I bought one of those yesterday because I was like, there were things in there I've never seen before. That I was really excited.
How much was it?
Did you get one too? It was
I didn't.
27, 29.
You know, I didn't get it. Well, you know, I didn't get it because I like to use that Scan and Go app.
Uh-huh.
You can just scan and walk out the door.
Yeah. It doesn't work on alcohol.
If you have any booze,
Yeah.
you got to go through the register. So sorry, guys.
Yeah, but I saw that and I was like, man, they had like 5 or 6 different types of beers, and you get 4 of each one. They had the regular Boston Lager, but they had an IPA in there. They had some kind of like gingery, kind of like coriander spice one. Yeah. They had like, it looked really good. So that's at Sam's Club right now.
Speaking of which, I have a little snack I'm going to show you. It was at Publix today. Boar's Head makes a pumpkin pie hummus.
Say what?
Pumpkin pie hummus. And
Yum.
And they had it next to some of the cinnamon pita chips. I'm bringing them out. They are unbelievable.
It sounds great.
It tastes just like pumpkin pie. It's awesome. We're going to get that during halftime.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that sounds good.
Starting to feel kind of holiday-ish. You got a feeling it?
Yeah, a little bit. Someone asked me the other day, when can I put up my Christmas tree? I'm like, listen, man. I mean, we haven't even had Halloween yet. You can't put up the Christmas tree yet. Wait till like a day after Thanksgiving. Anytime after Thanksgiving, I think is okay.
I think you should be able to do it before Thanksgiving. If they got Christmas sales on Thanksgiving Day.
I thought, and the cameraman thought, and everybody else, that was a handoff up the middle.
It was not.
I know, and Wentz I don't know how
he took it in. Just
did he put it down next to his thigh or something, and kind of like dance a little bit to the side where no one. I wonder if it was like he made it look like. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the replay.
It was a good play action for sure.
Yeah, I love when a quarterback does really good hard play action. No, he just grabbed it and ran. There was no play action. It was the cameraman that just kept zooming into the center where we all thought it was a handoff to Taylor. Well, no, but I'm saying though, yeah, he play action handoff, but what I'm talking about, like play action and the guy comes down and hides the ball behind his hip and then all of a sudden pulls it back up and like stuff like that. 2-point conversion. In this weather, are they? Oh, I was gonna say, why not just? It's an extra point.
So they can get up 3 points.
Maybe there's just
there's really no point in kicking one there.
Yeah.
Right, because then it's a 2-point game.
Yeah, they go up by 3 if they get the 2-point conversion. But
there goes my first one.
Megan's mad just because it messed her squares up.
Yeah.
Tyson Thumper got jacked on that one as well. It helped someone else out though.
It did.
Oh, good.
You got a partial. Helped you out, right?
Yes.
If I had my way, y'all, I wouldn't put the Christmas tree up until Christmas Eve because Advent is a real season that we often skip over, my friends.
See?
Oh, you're saying the Christmas tree makes you skip Advent?
Yeah, it literally is called a Christmas tree, not an Advent tree, and Christmas season doesn't start until the 24th of December in the liturgical calendar. I'm sure you knew that.
Yeah, and then the 12 days of Christmas are the 12 days after Christmas.
Exactly. So we celebrate Christmas then. So even Christmas music, which, by the way, I do listen to after Halloween because I love Christmas music, shouldn't really be listened to liturgically until December 24th.
Let's all do that, shall we?
That's the rad trad in me, though, Frank.
That's Christmas this year.
No, more Christmas. So we end it because here's what happens. People take their tree down after Christmas Day.
I know. It always slays me.
It just started.
I know. It's what's funny is I see some people on my street will throw their Christmas lights up before Thanksgiving. They'll put stuff out in their house before Thanksgiving. And I'm like, and they must really be in the spirit. Then like before New Year's, everything is gone. And I'm like, if you're going to put your stuff out, at least leave it up until the 3 Kings Day and the Epiphany. I mean, and they take them down like 3 days after Christmas, 4. And I'm like, you were the first one that had them up.
But wait. If we really wanted to be literal about that, and you wanted to wait till Epiphany, do you know how long you'd really have to wait? You know how long after Christ was born they came? The truth?
Yeah, I know.
The 3 Kings.
Yeah, I know. It was like a couple months.
No,
wasn't it?
It was years.
Was it years?
Yes, it was years.
Yeah,
did not-
we're blessed to be able to use the liturgical counter instead.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
By the way, guys, Aquadome is here.
Aquadome is here. I was just going to say.
Aquadome's here.
By the way, Aquadome, yes.
And Kimberly with the resub tier 1 14 months says her Twitch keeps freezing. I'm sorry to hear that. Please don't leave us. And Aquadome, welcome back. We missed you, my friend. Believe it or not, we actually talked about you on Monday night, Aquadome.
How have you been, my friend? Have you been boxing?
Chesson or
And moving
both?
as well? Pawns, knights, bishops, queen?
He's been castling.
He's the rook.
The rook on the roof.
Chess boxing champ. That's right. Where is it? I don't see him on stream. Is he not? He hasn't said anything. He's being.
Yeah, yes, he was. If you scroll up a little bit. You have to scroll up a little. I think you can touch that screen and scroll down. You know, I think you just.
No.
No? Oh, okay. Mine's like that. I can do that on mine. I thought it was
That's
like
yours. You got a ThinkPad. That's old, isn't it?
No, like a year and a half. My friend.
Nice, Aquadome. He's been competing in chess tournaments, and gyms are opening back up so he can train.
There you go.
He's a Lions fan, and he admits it. It's a courageous man right there.
Amen.
How's the chess going?
Final, by the way, Red Wings 6, Blackhawks 3. Red Wings improved to 3-2-1.
Did Michael Hasty getting some handoffs here? A little change of pace from Eli Mitchell.
Mitchell's playing today? Darn,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't start him.
He's got 14 rushes for 93 yards. He scored on the first, like 3 handoffs. He ran like 60 yards on the opening drive on like 3 or 4 handoffs, I think. Scored a touchdown. Yeah. I started him today.
Why he's got
And
12.
it's halftime. I have no partials.
I got a partial on that one. I believe, my friend. Let me take a look. Oh, yes, I do. And it's because they did not get the 2-point conversion, my friend. That's why I got that. Right there, see?
That's
3
right.
and a 3. Frank, did you hear the good news?
I did not hear the good news.
You didn't? Right as you were walking in, I'm not sure if you heard it because we had a little commotion, but eggnog's back in the stores.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, we're talking about holidays and
I just
trees.
saw
And
it
all.
somewhere too.
Eggnog, my friend. Hey, there's Drew Brees.
There they are, Goff and Stafford. That's a heartwarming photograph right there. One's going to L.A., one's going to Detroit.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
I was pulling for Detroit today. I wanted them to
I
win
was
so
too,
bad.
man.
I was watching that. I think it was. Were they up like 10-0? I know
Yeah,
it was,
they were.
Yeah, and I was
It
like,
was.
oh man. I'm like, come on, Detroit, go.
They were up in like one of the best 10-0s I've ever seen. Guys, I'm trying to find the college football rankings.
Are they out yet?
They usually are.
Sunday nights they come out. Should be.
Yeah. So I'm kind of looking.
Are both Michigan teams in the top 10 still?
That should be a thing.
Wow, that's exciting. Little brother's going to win next weekend.
Nah. I really don't think so.
You don't think so?
But I don't see the rankings up yet. Someone says they're up on ESPN, but that's not the official. It's the AP, right?
P
Yeah,
top 25 poll. Alabama jumps Oklahoma for number 3 spot. Oregon rises in college football rankings. Michigan comes in at number 6, while in-state rival Michigan State ranks number 8.
Are you sure that's
4 hours
okay.
ago.
All FBS? Yeah, I thought
It
this
is
was-
correct, sir.
Yeah, I was looking at the coaches poll.
Penn
so-
State fell to 20 following a 9 overtime loss to Illinois. Oklahoma fell 7 spots after losing to Iowa State, which ended the rankings at number 22. Pitt jumped 6 spots. Terribly happy about that
Yep.
after beating Clemens,
Poor Clemens.
while Ole Miss ended the top 10 again after beating LSU. Poor LSU. Oh, my goodness. Number 1 in the country is Georgia.
Yep.
Cincinnati's number 2. That's cray.
Yep.
Alabama 3, Oklahoma 4.
Yeah. You know
Ohio
what?
State 5.
And the coaches
lot.
poll is the exact same for the top 6, and then it has Michigan State at number 7, Oregon at 8, or the AP's got Oregon at 7 and Michigan State at 8.
How is Ohio State in 5th place?
They shouldn't be. I really don't think they should be. And honestly, I don't know if you guys saw the Cincinnati game yesterday. They ended up coming back in the second half and doing pretty well, but they struggled big time in the first 3 quarters against an unranked team. And I don't know. It was whatever. I guess it really all play out in the end. Michigan is going to have to beat Michigan State or vice versa. They're both going to have to beat, Ohio State or Iowa in the Big Ten championship and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of football to be played, but these rankings make no sense to me sometimes. Bama, 7-1, and they've almost lost 3 games to Florida, Tennessee before they ended up having a great fourth quarter, and then they lost to A&M, who has a loss. And Iowa is 9th, and they lost to Purdue.
Yeah, and Michigan or Ohio State's only loss was to Oregon in week 2, and it was a close game, 35-28. But that's the only ranked team that they've played. I mean, they've been smoking everybody. I mean, they've scored more than 50 points in their last 4 games. 54, 66, 52, 59. Before that, 41. 28 was the lowest score they had when they lost that game. 45 against Minnesota. So they play Penn State next week, and that would have been even bigger if Penn State wouldn't have lost to Illinois. Then Nebraska, Purdue. They finish Michigan State and Michigan. So that's going to be huge. Back-to-back, Michigan State and then Michigan.
Who's that? Who's
Ohio
that?
State. Ohio State, the last 2 weeks of the season, my friend.
Yeah, that's going to be really interesting. It's just, and then of course Notre Dame being 11th at 6-1 is a joke. Their best win was yesterday. Like the most dominant performance was against USC yesterday, and even that game got too close at the end.
See that?
So anyway, we'll see. A lot of football to be played in the NCAA.
You are correct, my friend.
But I'm glad we found it. I can't wait for our joke today.
It is halftime, isn't it?
You do the joke. I'll get the hummus.
Okay, Frank's going to do that. All right, I do have a joke here. I have one of Landon's laughs. And again, I'm not allowed to give it away. Megan, don't yell the answer or put in there. Jonathan, anybody. We'll see if the fam can pick it up first. And you know what, Tim?
Wait, is there an intro?
What's that?
Is there an intro?
That's what I'm going to ask. Tim, do you have the intro? Tim doesn't have the intro. I think there was a technical difficulty last week because we switched and did one of Madeline's that threw Tim off, and he started to read. Then he found out that it was back to Landon. So,
dude, Dave, did you just hear the gunshot?
I just heard it.
It gets me every time. Aquadome, I am not going to the Michigan game. I was there the other night. I don't like going to away games. I'm a Michigan fan. I will be going to the Michigan-Ohio State game, my friend.
All right. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here is the joke. Where do bees go to the toilet?
Oh, I don't know.
Where do bees go to the toilet?
I can't repeat it.
All right, are we ready? Are there any? Does anyone know where do bees go to the toilet? Have we maybe we've stumped her. The honey hole, the honey bucket.
What's the question?
Where do bees go to the toilet?
We have someone guessed honey bucket, honey hole, inside the hive, or the pot bee. And none of those sound correct to me, so I have no idea.
And do you know what it is, Frank? Where do bees go to the toilet?
I have no idea.
The porta pot bee.
Good guess, but
Thank
no.
you.
The BP station.
That one's a good one, dude.
There you go, BP.
That's my favorite of the year so far.
BP station. This is it, Frank?
This is it. This is a hummus from Boar's Head pumpkin pie hummus with cinnamon chips.
Ooh, cinnamon and pumpkin.
No, get more than that. Get
more than that?
Oh yeah.
It's actually called dessert hummus. Is it?
I was just going
healthy?
to say, that's like dessert.
Isn't it awesome?
Mm.
Nutritional information. Only 60 calories.
I'll take 2.
Yeah, be right back. On my way.
Oh, man. That's good stuff. And I like that it's cold, too.
Oh, me too.
Aquadome. Aquadome, we missed you, man. I hope you're still playing Super Squares every week, bro. You were playing every week. You were doing well. Haven't seen your name in the leaderboard in a while.
He might not know about 4.0.
He might not know that now it's easier than ever to play and more fun. Billy says no double dipping, fellas.
You dip the chip, you put it in your mouth, and you dip it again.
It's like putting your whole mouth in the bowl of dip.
That is tasty.
That is good.
Yeah, guys, feeling the love here. Bet it's real yummy.
And the cinnamon chips just like really put it over the top.
They do, don't they? Poor Megan. She can't. She's gluten intolerant.
Oh, man.
So I can't eat those chips. I said, how about just trying the hummus? And then she said, but you've dipped the chip
Yeah.
in the hummus, so there could be gluten.
Oh, nobody is that severely allergic to gluten. Gosh, it's not a peanut allergy.
Cross contamination is a real thing.
It's cross contamination, and we want to keep
Trust me, I've learned the hard way.
the best foods to ourselves.
You can eat all the good foods.
That's good stuff.
We see you, Aquadome. And totally sorry about that, my friend. Let us know if you need anything.
Oh man, it's okay. Hey, son, you know what? Every chapter starts with a new sentence, a new day, and a past chapter. Just got to move on.
Yep.
Got to get through the book.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Mm-hmm.
Closing. Would you say it's closing time, or are we still going to be around for a while?
Good man. John got that. Thank you.
Bro, I'll get all your 90s references, okay?
There you go.
Here's something.
Gonna change my name to 90s John. He's thriving now. I'd love to hear that, my friend.
I love it.
So no magic trick tonight, but I hear a rumor that Skeeter himself has a magic trick for us tomorrow night. A Monday Night Football halftime show where we have a massive cage match. So I'm excited about that.
Now, also, if I remember correctly,
Let me get some more chips.
I think Jameis Winston's supposed to throw for, is it 7, 8, 9? What was the inside scoop last week?
I thought I saw 7.
7.
Well, the actual score prediction officially today from Dexter was 45-3. So
45-3.
7's a little much. I think you might go down to 6 now.
All right.
But wait, 7? That's only 42.
7 times 7?
No, times 6. It could be 4 missed after extra points.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying then. Okay, 7 could be it then.
Could be it. Thank you, Megan. You didn't get any like sneezes or anything carrying your bag, did you?
Sorry, Riddle.
I wonder if
You
I
go
should
to
get
Dexter?
a little more wine for this. Wine would be
You
with
know,
it,
I
or
think
the-
wine would be good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Oh, thank you, Megan. Appreciate that.
Would you like glass too?
I think my glass is out there. Yes, thank you, Megan. She's the best.
I don't care what they say about her.
Me
She's all
neither.
right.
Tim was got it all wrong.
Yep.
Tim's got it all wrong.
Wonderful.
All right, 13-12. My predictors not looking too bad except for those passing yards for Indy.
I'm gonna see.
But Indy does have the most passing yards. They do lead there.
Ooh,
Happy next to the follow.
I'm in trouble. I'm at 7.8. My predictors.
Well, it's okay. It's early.
We're not going to get to 700 yards of offense. I don't think there, Frank.
No?
I don't think we're going
Is
to.
that what you predicted?
Yeah, like I said, I didn't look at the weather.
I didn't either.
I just looked at stats.
That's a
and
662. Most passing, 63 yards?
Yep,
Oh my gosh.
a lot of rain.
Y'all, check out the Skybox. Brethren Blake
Thank
from
you.
Evlith with 51. And then you have Sunset, Viking, and Bill in there as well. And then Brisket, who you might know from Palatine, which is where I live,
There you go.
who is not my friend, did not make me his buddy, is in 5th place. Pack Wyoming in 6th. 2 people from Eveleth, Minnesota in the top 10.
I'm in 7th in my box, or my game group, I should say. Sunset 991 from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin.
Beaver? Damn.
Beaver? I just had it stuffed. Nice, Beaver. Thanks. I just had it stuffed. One of the greatest lines ever from a movie.
Yeah. I think this stuff is gone.
Frank, I was saying tonight, I don't know anybody in my game group. This might be the first time no one. Wait, Hoot-Scoot. I see Hoot-Scoot. Maybe I missed Hoot-Scoot earlier then. So there's one person. One person in my game group.
I had Tundra Walker in one of my game groups, and I joined really early. And then I looked, and it's like everybody's got points except for Tundra Walker. He's got 0 points and 0 predictors. I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, what happened with the app? Is something broken? Then I realized it's real time.
Oh,
And I just happened to be looking when he joined, and sure enough, then there's 1, then there's 4, then there's 5, then there's 8, and then he went climb to the top.
when I was doing the Lions game today, the same thing happened. I went in there and I joined. It was the Lions or the Bears, one of those 2 games. And I saw and I looked, and there were like X amount of people in the box. And I looked where I was, and all of a sudden I saw someone's points like go up. So they must have been doing their reactive questions right at the same time.
Very nice Bison Thumper.
Now, here's a question I have for you, Big Money.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know right now.
Oh, it's on Aquadome. Yes, we are in the great state of Florida, USA. Exactly. Land of the free, home of the brave.
Otherwise known as Florida.
Florida.
That's right.
You were saying. I'm sorry, my friend.
No, I was saying, do you know, I'm sure you'll be able to extrapolate this, but do you know now, out of all the games, like which games had the most players?
Yes.
Okay, for today. Like,
Yes, I do.
Okay, do you know that off the top of your head? Or
Mm.
because I can tell you my hypothesis before you tell us the answer.
Go ahead.
I would think that most people looked and said, okay, the Rams are going to blow out the Lions. That's going to be an easy game. I'm going to pick that. Or Tampa is going to blow out the Bears. That's going to be an easy game. I'm going to pick that. I'm going to get passing yards with Tampa easy over passing yards for the Bears. So I would think that most people probably played that Bears-Tampa game because of that.
At 4?
Yeah.
That would be incorrect, sir.
Incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
My guess was that the easiest game of the day today to pick was Arizona. Even easier than the Lions game was Arizona over Houston. And so that was my guess.
Not correct.
Not correct.
Well, I would normally say Minnesota, but they didn't play.
Exactly.
And I saw a ton of Minnesota people in my Lions game.
The number 1 game at 1 o'clock. When did the Lions play?
3 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock out here.
That was the number 1 game at 4 o'clock. And the number 1 game, I told you what it was. I already forgot.
The number 1 game at noon must have been the Packers game.
It was.
Yeah. It's the NFC North love, man.
Frank, we're down to crumbs. I just pour the cinnamon sugar
Go ahead.
crumbs out here.
Yes, sir. Don't know where they all went.
Yeah, there's just a lot of crumbs. Hold
That's
on.
crummy of you. It's the best part, though.
So I wonder if we're going to see, like, as we go along with this, different trends of certain cities having like loyal fan base that always play their games, like Minnesota, or strategery, where people are like, okay, here's the undefeated best team, Arizona, in the league right now against the hapless Houston team, which is just, that's the best game to pick. Or I wonder how it's going to progress throughout the remainder of the season like that.
I think what you're going to see starting in November when the Valpak. By the way, if you look in your app, you'll notice, John, maybe we can do that during a commercial break or something, right?
Yeah.
Valpak. Have you done your Valpak VIP yet?
I have not.
We'll show everybody how to do it. We'll wait till the commercial break.
Do you know what the least played games were?
Yes, I do.
What were they, I wonder?
The Patriots game was least played, and there was another one at 1 that was equally. Oh, the Giants game.
Ooh.
Patriots and the Giants game both had less than 2 game groups. 2 game groups.
But you know what's funny is that most people like there. I want to say there was 20 people in the skybox during the Giants game. Could be wrong, but that means that almost everyone who did play it is in the stream.
Yeah, I mean, that was a smart game. The people who played it because they thought that they had something nailed down on that game. Same with the Patriots. I chose the Patriots because I thought that was going to be a blowout.
4th and a long one in this weather.
I just didn't realize how bad a blowout.
First down.
Yeah, so what a spin.
And another
What a
fumble.
fumble.
There have already been like 4 or 5 fumbles in this game.
Now, when you fumble the ball as a running back in fantasy football, but your team recovers it, does it still count as a fumble?
No, fumbles lost. You have to lose the fumble to count against you.
FL.
FL, fumbles lost.
Yeah, and so I'll just say from people in the chat today, a lot of people are starting to learn the strategy. I've got Lions fan friends who've been playing only Lions games.
Oh, they're challenging this. What are they going to challenge?
And now we're doing other things. I don't know.
Oh, he had a first down by plenty. Are they going to challenge the fumble or recovery? Or I mean, what are they going to challenge here?
Yes, so I think what you're going to see happening is starting in November, the Valpak, the Blue Wave, the Valpak envelopes, 39 million households are going to learn about Super Square starting right around Halloween. Every day, 1 million households are going to learn about Super Squares. Now, everybody doesn't see their envelope. Everybody doesn't check the mail on time. But I think you're going to start seeing about 2,000 to 5,000 new players a week starting to join. And those players are going to go through the education curve like we all did.
Mm-hmm.
First, they're going to pick the game. Maybe they don't know they can play every game. Then they're going to say, oh, okay, my team's playing this. No, I understand how these game groups work. Then I'm going to start thinking strategically. So I think you're going to see that happen. I think by the end of this season, you're going to have some really sophisticated players. But you're probably going to have 100, 200 game groups per game.
Mm-hmm.
And so you really – I think you're going to see people going for upsets. They're going to play the ones where they're going to be – like you were today when you thought that the Bears had a chance against the Bucs.
I picked the Lions, and I figured the 2 biggest games outside of the Cardinals game, I thought, well, okay, Bears and the Lions. So I went opposite on both of them. I picked the Lions and I picked the Bears. You never know. That's how you win. And I can't win anyway. So it's like not too much of a risk.
Yeah, you're right.
Aquadome, I actually, that's a great question. I might ask both my brothers if they'd be willing to hang out during the Lions game on Thanksgiving. We'll
Well,
see.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, we'll see. It'd be fun. And, you know, it might be one of our only wins of the season.
Then again, maybe not.
Then again, maybe not.
Are they playing the Bears?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of neat.
I mean, I was thinking about the Rams today. Like I told Jonathan, last year, I knew a dude that had like a 12-game parlay and nailed every single game. And the hapless, winless New York Jets played the all-powerful, mighty Rams with the greatest defense in the league and lost. The Rams lost that game. So I figured the Rams are used to losing to teams and overlooking them like that. Mm-hmm. So maybe they'll lose to the Lions. Figuring the Lions have a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe just the Goff Stafford factor played into
the
that.
return.
Yeah,
the return.
Due. Part due. Now, is it a reviewable play or is it not a reviewable play? And what are they looking at?
They threw down the flag because he thought it was reviewable. He questioned whether or not it was reviewable.
He questioned the question.
It's right.
That felt, yeah, a lot of people are sharing that what Shanahan did was messed up and that he might get lucky.
Man, this is good stuff, Frank. I'm going to clean this up and throw this away if you don't mind.
Yes,
or do you want to keep the little bit that's in there? I mean, I can
No.
put it in the, okay.
I think we can.
That's one where you scrape your hip finger around the outsides and lick them.
Yeah, I know.
So, guys, that was not a challengeable play.
See? Do they lose a timeout then?
But they didn't take the timeout away. People on Twitter are saying first time they've ever seen that.
So, JB, go ahead and hit the menu.
All right, here we go. Lobby. Menu. Love the new menu logo,
The new
by the
menu
way.
hamburger. Now,
Love
wait,
it.
before you click anything, notice there's now 10 items. There's 2 new ones.
Okay.
We've added Valpak VIPs. Don't click it yet. Lower left.
Yep.
We've also added one called Bigger Game. So if you want to learn about the bigger game, go ahead and hit that one first.
Bigger game.
It'll take you to the page all
Some of these
about the
nuts?
bigger
Oh,
game.
it's gluten, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not? Okay. Well,
You got night mode on or something?
but they're dry
No,
roasted.
it's just what happens.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, it's your browser. Oh, there you go.
No, it went from it stops. It's not working.
That's weird. Go to the top.
Okay.
So you're in a BlueStacks kind of like a hybrid browser. It's not really a normal browser. Hey, go ahead and go back to the game. So that's where you can learn about the bigger game, all the rules. You can figure out about the how would that go? There you go. And the other one is Valpak VIPs. Click that one.
Here we are.
Right. So you'll start getting envelopes, and they'll say Super Squares on the front. It'll says enter your Valpak VIP number, and it's above your name. It's a VIP plus 8 digits or characters. So when you get it, you can go ahead and just hit submit or create. Hit submit or create, and then you would go ahead and either type your VIP code where it says enter code. However, some of you may not be Valpak households. That's that blue envelope that says Valpak on it. Or some of you may not get it till late November. So we still want you to be a Valpak VIP early. So all you got to do is you got to hit create my VIP code if you don't have one. It automatically populates it, and then you can hit submit. Jonathan, go right ahead.
Wow.
Yeah. Now you got a Valpak VIP. Now you are officially a Valpak VIP. Now before you go anywhere else, click where it says learn more.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, these are the details of the Valpak VIP. Go ahead and read this when you got some time. But starting on November 21st, every Monday Night Football game, someone's going to win a $20,000 prize. Live here on stream, we're going to be calling somebody with a perfect square at halftime. Mike Golick's going to be making the call, answer 2 questions about today's sponsor that you'll learn about in the Valpak envelope, and you win 20 grand. And we're going to reveal what that 20 grand prize is after the bigger game 4 is over. So there's a lot of extra cool prizes coming starting in November. And even starting next week, you're going to notice that starting next week, instead of 20 game group winners, 50 every game.
50 game group winners.
That is very cool.
Speaking of game groups, Frank, I'm not sure if you've
What do you got?
ever seen this before.
What are these?
Oh, I brought some of these out. These nuts. I didn't know if you wanted some. I figured a little dessert after the hummus. So this was my game group from the Lions game today. Okay. Look at the predictors.
Wow.
I mean, there's me at 18. Horrible. I just horrible. Look, I've never seen that many
in the 40s. Oh
yeah,
my God.
the 30s and high 30s and 40s in a game group before.
I got like 30
So Vank, you don't need, if you don't get Valpak, you can do what I just did,
right?
Which is to get your own. I literally just did it. And if you want Valpak, just for another reason, you can go to their website. But I just made up my own just now. It did it for me. I just clicked the button.
Yep. Everybody can play. But obviously, when your Valpak comes, if you get it, go ahead and put it in there. That helps us tell them some kind of tracking, like how well their mail works.
They burn a timeout on that? Oh, okay, you got a flag.
That's a great question from Veggie.
This
If you have
Veggie.
multiple players in the house, will the Valpak code work for multiple users or just one player?
Excellent question. Very good, Veggie. Everybody in your household should use the same Valpak VIP code.
Interesting. It is very weird to watch it pouring on TV in San Fran while it also is pouring here in Chi-Town.
We haven't had rain in today
It rained a little today.
it misted a little here and there.
Yeah.
Not enough to put the wipers on, but it did a little bit here and there. But it hasn't rained in weeks.
I love the punts in this rain. Oh, nice bounce for San Fran.
Well, those of you that thought this might be a 100-yard passing game might be generous, because here's where we're at right now. Jimmy Garoppolo, 5 for 12 for 56 yards. Woo! Right home about that one. Carson Wentz, 9 for 16 for 75 yards. So, yeah, I was in the low 200s. I don't think we're going to even get to 100 maybe where this game's going.
And then Vang says, so the questions won't be from the Val Pack. They'll be from the game ads.
So, you want to go back to that? If you want to, we can talk you through it real quick.
Sure.
Let me tell you what's going on in the Val Pack.
I'm there.
One more. All right. See right there where it says download the game piece? Click it.
Okay, I did.
Oh, okay. You're not
Never downloaded anything on BlueStacks before.
That's right. You may not have gotten it. Anyway, if you hit download the game piece, it will give you a PDF of the inside of the envelope. So you can actually print that and have it ready. That's what the envelope looks like on the outside. Go up.
Right here.
That's what the outside looks like. You can see we're on the cover, people playing Super Squares. You open the envelope, and the inside of the envelope turns into a game piece. The rules, how to play, how to invite your buddies, and it talks about this Val Pack VIP, and it tells you what to do to become one and how you can win. So that's all inside. At the very bottom of the game piece, it lists the sponsors for the Val Pack games each week. So you need to have that on hand, because the first question is going to be like, I think the first week sponsor is Guaranteed Rate. So Mike's going to say, okay, who's tonight's sponsor? And you got to know Guaranteed Rate. So you need to have that game piece. And then if you get it right, he's going to say, okay, in the Guaranteed Rate ad commercial, blah, 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 blah. And you have to answer it right. You get it right, $20K.
That is very cool.
If you get it wrong, we go to the next person.
Uh-huh. Speaking of goalie, I don't know if it's Thursday or Mondays when I leave. I'm like driving at home and I like turn the radio on and I'm like, hey,
the new Mike and Mike?
I don't know who he's with.
Mike Florio.
Oh, is it? I'm like, hey, that's goalie. That's good.
We've had some extreme scores today.
Mm-hmm.
And it is pouring still. That is wild.
These two teams are not as bad as their records say, I don't think. What do you think? I think Indianapolis is really a 2-4 team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Wentz is very good.
They've got a lot of injuries, though.
I don't think Garoppolo is very good either. I got roasted in my pre-NFL year, this year's predictions, when I said that the Niners were not going to even compete with the other three. And so far they haven't.
Kittle's out.
Kittle's out again.
He's my guy too, so.
Yeah, Garoppolo got hurt again, and he's in now, and Lance is hurt now.
Elijah Mitchell closing in on 100 yards, and Tommy Likes Wingies needs some more yards from him for his fantasy team.
Is Tommy in your group too?
No. He needs some more Mitchell, just like we need some more cowbell.
Man, Vank is strategic the way he plays Super Squares. That's why he's a bigger game winner.
That's right. What's he saying now?
He's like, I got to print that PDF and make sure that I put it somewhere safe.
Amen. Or wait, get the Val Pack and just say the Val Pack envelope.
3rd and 5.
It's funny. We tell people it's inside the envelope. So they're looking in the envelope like, where is it?
Yeah.
No, literally. It's inside the envelope.
It's on the inside of the envelope.
Yeah, it is the inside of the envelope. So once we get one, I'll show it to you.
No, so we're on the cover. We showed that right there.
Yep.
Then as you open it up, we'll have stuff on the inside of the envelope.
Yes,
Is
that's
there also a pullout?
No, there's no pullout.
I got to get these nuts away from me. Want any more of these nuts?
No, I'm done with these nuts. You don't have a peanut allergy, too, do you?
No.
I'm starting to think that I'm real lucky that Michael Pittman Jr. has 6.7 points already.
Why?
because no one's throwing the ball.
Yep. Except
And as soon
Jimmy.
as I say that,
Look at Jimmy.
Sanu.
Muhammad.
Riddler wants to know if there's still merch available for the Guinness World Record. Website says merch will be available for the players on the Guinness roster.
There is still a shirt. Have you seen the shirt? The customized shirt?
Yes, I have.
You have one?
I do not have one, but I've seen it.
You should get it because it puts your screen name on the back of the shirt.
Oh, cool.
It's pretty cool. So it's a long sleeve shirt, and it's got the. It doesn't have it. Well, I don't want to go there right now. But yes, you can get it, and you can have it printed. It's got we did it, and in the back this is my screen name. Make me your buddy. My screen name is blank. You print your own screen name, and it comes to you, and it is still available.
Very cool. All right, Riddle sees it now.
I think I have one. I mean, if I work tomorrow night, if I can find it. I think I have one. I know I have one.
Is anyone else's Twitch stream buffering?
No, mine's been good since that little problem in the first quarter.
Perfect. Tommy's is buffering. How's the weather out there in Minnesota?
Minnesota.
It was 50 today, I heard. How about Chicago? 60 today?
No, it was in the low 50s, high 40s.
That's awesome.
And Jody and the kids were gone Thursday through today. And so I had the windows open, man. My house was like 52 degrees all weekend. It was just amazing.
You got to love that.
Any squirrels fighting and doing other things?
No.
Skunks?
Nope.
Skunk.
I think they're getting ready for hibernation, man. I haven't smelled a skunk in at least 4 days. It has to be close to my house, right? Every time I open the windows at night for Super Square streams, I can smell it.
Look at Jimmy shrugging. Oh, Jimmy had a fumble.
Fumbles!
I'm telling you, how many fumbles have there been this game?
I mean, I know for sure at least forced ones.
There's at least 6, I'm going to say.
Indianapolis has recovered 2. So that's 2 there. I know that they recovered. There was a fumble that they got back, which is 3. And I don't know how many times. I know they've at least fumbled once. So there's at least 4. Because Jonathan Taylor fumbled once. Or he actually fumbled twice. So that's 5, Dave.
That's what I'm saying. I thought there was like at least a half dozen.
Yeah, so I think there's 5.
See, this is just fumbles lost. I want to see what fumbles totally. I mean, Debo Samuel's lost a fumble. Jimmy Garoppolo has lost
Jonathan
a fumble.
Taylor's lost a fumble.
Wentz has lost a fumble.
That's 4.
Taylor's
right
lost
there.
a fumble. That's 4 lost, but there have been several more where guys have fumbled and didn't lose it.
5. There's Michael Bagley's got one. Oh, that's points. I'm sorry.
Yeah, how do I find that?
Yeah, the Colts defense now has 9 points for me.
San Francisco defense is
I
doing
had the
well too.
misfortune of going with the Ravens defense today, thinking they'd be good.
I went with Carolina's defense today. Got 2 points.
What's with Carolina?
They just totally 180'd.
Like McCaffrey gets hurt, the whole team goes to.
Yep.
I mean, Darnold was playing really well the first 3 weeks and has just been pretty bad since. So I'm not sure if people figured him out. He was running the ball more than we've ever seen him run the ball. And he was not able to do anything against the Giants defense today, which is better than they've played this year. The Giants defense is better than advertised, but they're not shut down a team to 3 points good.
Right.
And that penalty takes away the Pittman catch. Tommy and I are both upset.
Okay, let me see if I can find the stats on the NFL site and see if I can find fumbles lost.
Look at Aquadome working the old hashtag merch.
Oh,
Oh,
man, you just got totally mugged.
By the way, that is the 3rd pass interference on a bomb today from the Niners, which is just not smart in this weather. 3rd big pass interference.
On your guy again, on Pittman too.
Yep.
The same Pittman that paid for the Bucks?
I think it's his kid.
Really?
I think it's his kid.
Oh my gosh. Is that long ago? Oh my god.
I know what I'm saying. I've like seen guys. This is how old we are. Ready? Guys that we watched like growing up have had kids that have played in the league and are now out of the league. And that's how old we
Are
are.
you talking to Jonathan?
No, I'm talking about you, me and you, not Jonathan.
I was like, I cannot relate to that yet, guys.
I can. It's just crazy when you're like, I watched that guy growing up. Now his kid has played, and now his kid's out of the league. Like Tony Dorsett.
Another flag.
Watched Tony Dorsett growing up, and then his kid played with the Titans and everything and stuff, and he's done. I mean, it's like
I'm
we're
starting to get there though a little bit, Dave, with LeBron's kid and was it Peyton Manning or Peyton Manning's kid that's really good?
It's one of it.
I know he's on Manning.
Yeah, I know he's a Manning, and he's like massively hyped.
Yeah, he is. So I'm getting there a little bit.
Starts with a C. The son's name.
I can't remember.
It's Arch Manning, which is Peyton and Eli's nephew.
That's right. Because Archie's his dad.
It's Peyton's nephew?
Yeah, Peyton and Eli's nephew. So they must have another brother.
Who didn't play, but his son does.
Yeah, it's Cooper Manning.
Cooper, that was at C. So
Yep,
Cooper
you're right.
Manning is Peyton's brother,
That's right.
who did not play football. He's
Did he
the
not
host
play at
of
all?
right.
Cooper Manning didn't play at all?
Cooper Manning is the host of the television show The Manning Hour for Fox Sports, as well as a principal and senior managing director
Touchdown, Taylor.
of investor relations for AJ Capital Partners. He's the oldest son of former pro football quarterback Archie Manning and the older brother of former professional football quarterbacks Peyton and Eli Manning. So no, he did not play. He did not play football, apparently. Arch is his son. Peyton and Eli are his brothers. Oh, wait. Did he play football?
This is crazy. The NFL single game leaders for fumbles. This can't be. I mean, like
13, 14?
I said, I put in there an NFL record for fumbles in a game. I'm thinking like the whole game, both teams. And what pulled up was a player with the amount of fumbles in a game. Chad Pennington, 6 fumbles in one game. Jets against Kansas. Brett Favre, 6 fumbles in one game. Kurt Warner, 6 fumbles in one game.
Wow.
So are you saying quarterbacks fumble a lot?
Yeah, but I don't remember a game with that one guy having that many fumbles. Which player? Team fumbles? No, most fumbles in an NFL game have been dropped. 5 players dropped the ball 6 times.
Who is the NFL fumble career
All-time leader?
Yeah. Anyone care to guess?
Did you see it here?
Yes,
or
I did.
Oh,
Most fumbles. Go down. Career leaders.
there.
Brett Favre leads with 166 career fumbles.
Followed by Warren Moon,
Quarterback.
Dave Craig, quarterback. Kerry Collins.
Here, I found it for you, Dave.
Yeah.
The Niners against the Lions in a blowout loss in 1978 fumbled the ball 10 times, lost 4 of those fumbles.
That combined or just the Lions?
No, that's both combined.
Both teams, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, the Lions lost 5.
So it's 15?
Oh no, I'm sorry. So you're looking for combined?
Yeah,
The
like
single
both
game.
teams combined in one
Sorry,
game.
it's funny because the Niners are 1 against the Lions, and number 2 is the Lions against the Vikings. So I'm not seeing in one game of both teams.
Like combined, I wonder.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, we're probably not close. If there's been games where one dude has fumbled 6 times,
And a
then-
whole team with 10.
yeah, and a whole team with 10, we're probably not close to that yet then.
It was probably bad weather, too. I mean, you
Mhm.
got to have something else going on.
Snow or something.
So the Krieger, what was this?
Dave Craig.
Was he a Detroit Lion quarterback?
No, I think he
Seattle
played with
Seahawks?
Seattle.
Seattle?
Yeah. You're thinking just because he was bad and a lot of fumbles, he played with the Lions?
Dave.
I'm just asking. I mean, like, what
Wasn't
the reasoning?
there a Lions quarterback that started with a K?
Yeah, Kramer. Eric Kramer.
Didn't he play for the Bears too?
Yes, he did. While I was covering him, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, people liked him.
Yep, he's a good guy.
20-12.
We're getting along to the score that I predicted. We're getting close.
And knock on wood, it doesn't look like it's going into extra innings.
I had Indy at 21, so they've got 20, which is all right. I need San Francisco to get to 23. My friend. Indianapolis now leading the passing category with 72 yards.
Oh, my gosh.
72 yards. Man, oh, man.
I'm going to stay on this Cooper Manning thing. So he was a highly ranked prospect out of high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's
and committed to University of Mississippi. That's where his dad and Eli went.
He hasn't gone there yet. I mean, isn't he still in high school?
When practices started in the summer before school, Manning felt some numbness in his fingers and toes.
He's talking about Cooper Manning, Dave.
Cooper, talking about Cooper. So he went to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota to be diagnosed. There he was told he had spinal stenosis.
Oh.
A narrowing of the spine and pinching of the nerves, and he accepted the diagnosis and immediately ended his playing career.
Dang.
There you go. And in honor of Cooper, Peyton donned his brother's jersey number 18 when he began his pro career in the NFL. I did not know that.
Cool.
That's a good story. It's a good story.
I've always liked the Mannings as guys. Always liked Peyton as the player as well. And nothing against Eli. I just never thought he was as good as his Super Bowl wins say he is.
Oh, he completed it.
Oh, my God.
What's the flag going to be? Is that holding?
I don't know. I wonder if he got hit to the head. I wonder if it was a helmet to the head. Because Garoppolo was getting hammered as he threw that ball. No? Holding. Oh, man. After all that for nothing. Well, I guess it could have been worse. Could have been intercepted.
Aqua Dome, thank you for the resub. It's great to have you back, my friend.
CJ Craig giving us some more play-by-play.
No one touched him there.
Boy, that's some fat rain, isn't it?
Fat.
It's fat.
I love the dedicated Niner fans for being out there, and the Colts fans that I'm sure are there too. Pouring rain, you're 2-4 and 2-3. Love to see it.
Oh.
Yeah, those plays are going to be tough to convert.
Jimmy's just like, how do I punt? How do we get to a punt? just don't screw this up. We got a punt. What do you call on second or third down and 25 on your own 10-yard line when you've had the blistering throwing success of 88 yards in this game? Let's see.
Mooseman has a merch question. Brandon
that's
is
great.
not here, so I'm going to see if I can't figure it out in our merch store. Let me see.
Here comes the punt. Gave him a little bit more room. All they were looking to do is just get a safe punt.
It might be short sleeve. Hold on a minute.
Oh, now it's 3rd and 19. Okay, that's right. That was a holding penalty. So,
yeah, it's not over yet.
Yeah, I stand corrected. I thought that it was already 3rd down.
You got to watch out for this 80-yard touchdown run, my friend, from Jimmy G. In the rain, anything can happen.
Dude, he's rushed 2 times for no yards. Here we go.
They got a completion.
And a yard. They got a yard. That was a good play. They got him a yard.
So, Moose Man, it looks like the hoodie is long sleeve, but the T-shirt is short sleeved. And it's the genuine world record. We'll talk about that off screen, why it says genuine now. And the T-shirt is the one that is customized with your screen name.
Yeah, Alex, that is crazy. In that game, San Fran alone fumbled 10 times, which very well could be the most game fumbles in a game, even if it was from one team.
I don't think so. I think we've come close here, haven't we?
To what?
To having that 10 fumbles.
I know it's at least 6.
Yeah, Scott, I think it's 10.
I'm looking at the Twitter, John, and I see Trubisky trending now on mine.
Why is Mr. Risky trending?
Current update: 2017 NFL first-round QBs. Mitch Trubisky, backup. Patrick Mahomes, tied for most interceptions. Deshaun Watson, benched for off-the-field issues. Just the Pro Bowl from 2017. That's hilarious. Let's see. Y'all remember when we made Mitch Trubisky look like an MVP back in 2018? from the Buccaneers.
48-10.
Buccaneers are 6-1 for the first time in franchise history. I didn't realize that.
Dudes, you've heard me say this all year that I think Tom looks better than he ever has. He made a throw today to Mike Evans. He takes the shotgun snap, drops back a few, looks right, throws it left, doesn't even look. And I don't mean like a no looker. So he does turn his head a quick bit and then chucks it, but he didn't look to he knew where that ball was going before he snapped the ball and threw a dime where only Mike Evans could catch it. It was the best live throw I've seen from Tom Brady in my life.
Really?
I don't know how he's doing it, man. He zipped that ball. I wonder if maybe I can find the replay on Twitter and post it and show the video here on stream. Was
that the touchdown to the left side of the end zone, or are you talking another pass?
There was the very next play he threw that touchdown to him.
Okay,
so the one before, before that. You remember that one?
Yes, I do.
Oh my goodness, a laser.
Yeah, the following one to Evans in the end zone, he threw the ball like right away, and nobody knew it. It was like Evans knew it was coming his way. The guy that was covering didn't even know. And just
I just found it.
Deep ball time.
All right, and again, watch him look right, and then the second he turns his head left, boom. He doesn't wait a second to see where he is, how far he needs to throw it.
Defense.
Boom, looks left, throws.
Deep ball time. And is it there? Yes, it is. Evans.
One more time.
Defense. Deep ball time.
That is a pretty throw.
Yes, it is. Evans.
Those are just not the throws he was even known for making in his prime in New England. I think I might become a vegan, guys.
See? Here's a tweet about Mitch. It says it's nuts to think Matt Nagy was 25-13 with Mitch as a starting quarterback, 6-11 without him.
I think they need to get Mitch back.
It says maybe Trubisky is more than just the MVP. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
The GOAT. Those are some of my favorite tweets. People are calling Mitch the GOAT.
Every NFC North team owes Mitch Trubisky a thank you.
I think what ought to happen is they ought to fire Nagy. They ought to bring back Mitch, and they ought to bring Patricia in as head coach.
Oh my gosh. Why?
That's the recipe for success.
Did you bring in who?
Patricia as a coach.
Of the Bears?
For the Bears, yeah. Get rid of Nagy. Yeah. With Mitch at the helm.
I said earlier it'd be great if they got Vic Fangio again, and a couple of the Bear fans in the chat were like, yes, please.
Bears fans are getting mad. Or Bears fans were getting made fun of for picking Trubisky over Watson. All the Bears fans were getting made fun of. And Mahomes. But we know what happened with Watson, and now Mahomes is being compared to Jay Cutler. That's the Cutler we saw trending earlier. Wow. Mahomes and Cutler being compared.
What do you think? What do you think happened with Mahomes? Something in his head?
Dude, I think it's a mix of a lot of things. I think their defense isn't great right now, and so he's not being put in great positions. I think his running game's not amazing. Not his personal running game, although I think he needs to run himself more too. But so everyone knows he's going to throw all the time. And so I think defenses are figuring him out, and he's going to have to take that next step to continue to be, what some people were saying was the clear front runner for best ever if he kept on the trajectory he was going on. But he's not only throwing bad picks, he's fumbling the ball.
I just think just like Matty Ice, I just think Brady got in his head. It's never going to be the same.
Mitch Trubisky is sitting in Buffalo, married, not getting murdered, with his feet up right now, thinking, "I told you so." Thank God I'm not there in Chicago anymore.
The best part of that tweet is the random not getting murdered.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
How did I do?
By the way, you notice the Monday game is now in the lobby.
I just saw that.
Don't join yet. I mean, don't join yet, okay? You can join if you want, but JB, don't join yet.
No, I'm not joining until tomorrow.
Man. My predictor is only a 10. At least I've got San Francisco with the most passing yards.
My predictor is 9.9999.
I'm at 10.966. I'm wiping you out.
Yeah. This is horrible. Just terrible.
So Nagy couldn't run an offense with Foles, Daniel, Dalton, Trubisky, and now Fields. Now y'all can see what I mean. Trubisky was the scapegoat. Goat, get the goat? Mm-hmm. The scapegoat the entire time. To have Trubisky trending while he's a backup on a team with the bye week is the biggest showing of embarrassment by this front office to date. That's true. Oh, that's great.
Poor Bears.
Yep.
Bears. The only thing worse than being a Bear,
Lion fan,
is being a team that doesn't have the Lions below you. I mean, the Bears at least we're not the Lions.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it could always be worse, right?
Yeah. Jacksonville, it's like Jacksonville. Jacksonville doesn't have that cushion, right? Right, Megan?
Jacksonville said, "Hey, guys, let's take a vacation.
That's right.
Celebrate. Take a vacation, whole week off." Man, they know how to do it in Jacksonville.
That's right.
Hey, look, another punt.
I'm surprised they leave their rags hanging on the ground. Don't you think it's a problem? It's like, what if somebody trips on it? Oh, slippery.
San Francisco needs to do something.
Sometimes falling to the ground is a good play, and then they show the La Brea pits. Is that bad timing or what?
I'm trying to figure out if Brian Kelly has siblings. Do anybody know if if he does or not? Head coach of Notre Dame.
I don't know.
I would guess he does. With a name like Kelly.
I'm trying to find it. I just can't. There was a guy last night. I was at the most popular bar to watch a Notre Dame game in. Big throw. Big catch.
Whoa, Jimmy going deep.
And there was a guy who looked just like Brian Kelly. Obviously, it wasn't him. He was coaching, but looked just like him. And he had a private booth in the biggest, there was place was packed. No one was sitting down except for these guys. And a bunch of young, cute women around him. And I was like, Urban Meyer situation? Took a picture. Gonna send this to Big Money Frank.
I don't want it.
I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, look at this.
What?
Back to back. Big passes by Jimmy G.
The bar was called Brothers. And of course, I would never release that picture. That's for my own personal hilarity.
I'm the mothers, not brothers.
What a beautiful pass.
Have you been to Mother's yet, John?
Been to what?
Mother's, the
What's
bar
No, what's that?
on Division.
That's in Chicago, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Wait,
last
you're not talking about the redheaded mom one.
No, it's on Division. It's right down.
Wow.
Look at the Jimmy just poo, 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 pew, pew, pew.
Did it stop raining for a second?
You've heard of Mother, have you?
It does.
No?
It does look less rainy.
Have you ever seen the movie About Last
It
Night?
looks like it stopped.
I think so.
It was featured in that movie with Jim Belushi and Rob Lowe. I think Demi Moore was in that movie About Last Night. But yeah, it's still there, I believe. I mean, I was in Chicago a couple years ago for a convention. It was still there. We went to the lodge and closed the lodge on, I think, a Sunday night, which was just crazy.
Is that 5 a.m. bar out there?
No, I think it was like 3 or something. I hadn't been out that late in forever. And like, it was a work convention.
Did something happen?
The CEO of my company is like, here, have another beer. What?
Come on, get it.
Oh.
Why did we just hear a score change?
Because they got a touchdown.
But no 2-point conversion. So Indy's going to maintain the lead.
All right, so I knew that a little bit ahead.
Mine didn't update yet, so I'm still waiting. Now mine just did to a partial.
I got a partial.
See, and my score, my predictors are going up because I'm getting closer on that score right now. 83% on the score. Yardage, I'm just getting smoked.
Yeah.
But the yardage, I got 38% on my passing yards.
I find it very important to win this game is to get the right team's passing.
Yeah,
That seems to be like the determining one.
and that's one of those things when you look at what game to play this week. It's like,
What was that?
The pillow just.
did you see that on
Did you
camera?
do that?
Did you couldn't see that on camera?
Did you say something sacrilegious
I
about
didn't-
Machos Nachos?
I didn't say anything bad. I just heard it behind me, and all of a sudden, Machos Nachos just fell to the ground.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
That was you were watching. I just heard it. I was like, what?
Was it on the top shelf?
Yes.
Yeah, there's not even AC vent over there or anything.
I'm gonna put that back. Eat nacho. Be macho.
Macho. You know what? It's about time I wear that tank top again.
That's okay.
What? What do you mean, Dave? I am shooketh. Earthquake in the studio? What happened?
Tommy likes wingies is a little upset. There was no Mitchell on that drive. It was all passing to get back in the
Hey,
game.
Moose Man just placed his order.
Nice.
World record shirt. Thank you, Moose Man.
Hey, Florida doesn't get earthquakes, do you?
No, I don't.
We
think
had
so.
a tremor. Remember, we had a tremor a couple years ago, and it was kind of freaky because we're not supposed to get them, but we're not known for earthquakes.
You guys are known for those weird sinkholes.
Oh, yeah, we get those.
We get lots
Yeah.
of those.
I'd have a hard time going to sleep at night, man.
Some guy like died in his bed, like in.
Yeah, there was. Megan was just saying there was a couple years ago. There was one where a whole sinkhole just took in like half of a house. The guy was sleeping in his bed in the middle of the night, and they never found him. I mean, it was just too dangerous to try to go down and get him, whatever, and just swallowed into the earth and gone.
Wow.
Freaks me out.
It's crazy.
Wow. Hey, look at Detroit. 0-7.
Hey, listen, dude, you guys can finish 9-7 and make the wild card.
You
That's
can't
all
go
I'm saying.
You can't go 9-7 unless you lose 7 games. So
Well,
step one.
So it'll be 10-7. I forgot about the extra game. So you guys can go 10. You guys can go 10-7.
Point stands. You can't be 10-7 unless you lose 7. So we got that part out of the way.
See?
Yeah, the Jags are 1-5.
Yeah, and you should get out of the way early. That way you've got momentum going into the playoffs.
You guys are the best of friends.
Next gen stats right there saying that he was only predicted to get like 50 yards rushing or something like that. Or
I did some fast math there. Wow, goodness, I gotta have those next gen stats.
That's right, Tommy. Go Pittman.
Mitchy Mitch, 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 Mitchy Mitch, 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 Mitch.
The rain must have slowed down a little because they're in the shotgun formation more now.
I don't know if you've ever seen this picture before. Frank.
TDG Slim. Just go to supersquares.com and it says shop.
Aquadome. Just threw the merch link in there as well.
So Fogarty tweeted this to me today, and people have sent this in the past and said like, "Hey, is that you?" Because it looks exactly like if I like.
It does
I
look
know.
like you with your old Corvette and everything.
Yeah, but my Corvette, this was like in the '80s, so I didn't even have a Corvette way back then. But like I had like long socks like that, shoes, the high tops, the half shirt, like the whole 9 yards. When someone first sent this to me, I doubled. I'm like, oh my gosh! I'm like, I had like the same hair and everything. It looked, it's very kind of eerie. That would be me, but that's a very funny picture.
That's the greenskeeper. Oh, Mrs. Jones.
See. You were
Mitch, Mitchy, Mitch, Mitch, Mitchy, Mitch, Mitch, Mitchy, Mitch.
Mitch, Mitchy, Mitch. Mitch, Mitchy, Mitchy, Mitch.
Good old days, Dave, huh?
Mitch, Mitchy, Mitch, Mitchy, 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 Mitch, Mitch.
Carson Wentz hits Pittman Jr.
That's the guy you're looking for, right?
He's good too, man.
There you go. Yep. T.Y. Hilton out this game. He came back from IR, played last week. I think had 4 catches for 80 yards or something, whatever, and then boom, out again this week. I'm not sure exactly why. I didn't follow it too closely. Wentz says, first down.
Ran it again.
Still plenty of time in this game. Come on, Wentz. Don't keep passing. He's about to take over the passing yards lead.
That was my prediction.
There he is. Yep, he just did it. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Garoppolo's at 159. Wentz is at 102.
It's 151.
This is showing 159.
I gotta go back. Yours says 151.
Yeah, I have 151 on Super Squares. The official, these stats right here say that he has 159 yards passing.
Oh, did you hear that?
I did.
That's an RXP I haven't finished yet.
Oh, Wentz is going deep. Oh. Crack one open.
And get a lukewarm thick.
It's 3 times thicker.
For the good life.
It's thick.
KD, that's Kimberly, by the way, who's in first place. I don't know if she's still here. Haven't seen her in a while, and she was having trouble with lagging earlier. She's in first in the skybox. My dad is in second.
There you go.
Go Maverick
with 33 points.
How many cents are there, by the way?
There's 4 cents mentioned in that commercial.
Are you sure there's not 5?
There are 5.
There might be 5 that have been made somewhere down the line, but that commercial and the information they give you is 4. 4.
Correct. Worth noting.
Delay of game.
Worth noting that you have to listen to the commercial.
And not to Jonathan.
And not to the website of the company. Jamie, how many points do you have right now? Are you doing well? She forgot to join the skybox, guys.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
There goes Carson.
Look at Wentz rumbling, bumble. Oh.
Dude, he's running today. He's done that twice now. He's running today like he hasn't had 4 season-ending injuries before.
Yeah.
Not super smart. Take Aaron Rodgers' advice that he gave to Joe Burrow recently. Slide more.
50 points today for Burrow.
Did you?
On my bench.
Yeah, didn't he have like some like stupid game, didn't he?
Chase. I had Chase starting. That helped. Yeah, Burrow, because I have Brady. So, like, how do you not stop Tom Brady? Just against the Bears. But still, Burrow did better than he did.
Is someone watching commercials?
Yeah, Frank's doing his RXPs.
Oh,
Let me look at those. Joe Burrow stats, 416 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
1 interception.
No, Jerry Jones said about the Hall of Fame Merlin Olsen luncheon.
I think he said it was the best part of Super Bowl week.
Yeah, especially when the Cowboys aren't in it.
They might be in it this year.
The Cowboys look pretty good.
They had a bye week. Dak Prescott hurt his calf, kind of had a strain, had an MRI, said he had a calf strain. And they are hoping he'll be fine. He said if the game would have went longer, he could have still played. Nice tackle.
That's not a fumble.
He's down.
Frank, this is crazy. So last week, my dad won a skybox. Now he wasn't one of the winners of the skybox because there was other bigger winners that time, but he had a higher score than like almost, no joke, he was like top 6 or 7 in the country. Wow. And so I look at the winners list and I don't see him. I said, Frank told me that families could win now. And what happened? Why isn't he there? So I call my dad. It's like 6:30 a.m. I call him, wake him up.
He come in second?
He came in second in his game group. The guy who won took like 4th or 3rd in the country.
Oh, man.
I said, dude, check your game group for me. Tell me what you got. And he tells me, I got second. He goes, did I win anything in the sky? I said, no.
You got to win your game group, right?
You got a booster.
You got a booster out? Well,
today he got a booster. Not in that one, obviously, because he took second, but hilarious. That game group, man, it's fun. It's fun to have that competition with 24 other people.
Yep. Makes it personal.
Yep. Tomorrow night's going to be personal. 3 people.
There will be blood.
Grudge match.
Look at this reunion between Jack and Fogarty. You guys both better be here tomorrow for the grudge match, the cage match. The blood brawl there, Frank?
It's gonna be brutal. It's we may have to put an R rating on our show tomorrow.
We can do that.
Violent, a little UFC action. It's gonna be, and the sad part is these 3 don't even know about this yet. The fighting part.
That's the sad part.
We'll inform them.
And they got to choose their weapon. We have the Ninja Star. You can choose that. We've got the laser beam, the laser from what's that movie?
Austin Powers?
Yeah. We got the laser. And then you got the double barrel shotgun, which you might want to choose.
A big field goal. Big field goal.
Yeah, this is huge. You're right. And this rain ain't easy. Not a great angle either with the rain.
Go up by 5.
He's going to need to move it.
It's
But
good.
he
Easy.
Money.
Right down the middle.
That's impressive, fellas.
That's a professional kicker right there. Look at that. Dry, twisted, very nice. Right down the middle. I mean, that's picture perfect.
Yep.
Man, upside down in that little slow motion almost looked like snow.
Man, that'd be awesome. I miss snow. Yeah, I'd like to go back and visit it. I mean, I don't want it like all the time and to live in it for like 4 straight
You miss
months.
snow? Did you just say?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I miss it. I do. My kids were never gonna have really that experience of like, running outside and making snowballs and a snowman and doing whatever and coming back in like all frozen and having dad tell them, don't put like super hot water on you, thaw it slowly so you don't burn yourself when you're all like half frostbitten and everything and stuff, and making nice hot cocoa on the stove to warm them up and everything and stuff, and sticking a hairdryer in your boots to dry them out. All those good things from up north,
Yeah. I remember those.
Man, shoveling the snow blowing.
We didn't have those.
Yeah, there was nothing better than almost freezing to death, going inside and then burning your tongue on hot chocolate. It's the best.
Yeah.
The skin hanging from the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, not understanding how you can go from one extreme to the other so quickly as a kid.
Yeah.
Tackle football in the snow, though, was the best.
Yep.
Because you had your big starter jackets on and your snow pants, and so you could get clocked and you didn't feel anything.
Skeeching down the street on the bumper of a car. You ever go skeeching?
I didn't know.
You never went skeeching, dude?
What is that?
Oh, dude, you grab like the bumper. Well, nowadays on new cars it's different. Yeah, but back in the 80s, man, you had like the big chrome bumper on the back of cars. You grab the back of the bumper and lean down by the car when there's like just a bunch of slush and stuff on the street, and you just hold on to it. and you'd like kind of skeeching. You skeech on the back of a car.
As the car drives?
Yeah, it's not some stranger's car that you're just grabbing onto going 45 miles an hour.
Police officer.
Sounds wildly unsafe. You hear stories about this kind of stuff, Dave.
I didn't say it was safe.
There's Cooper Manning. There's Cooper Manning.
Is it really? That is him.
That's Cooper Manning.
That's great.
I wish we could have heard the commercial. Why is he in a New Breeds commercial?
It's sketching.
Skeeching. Nope, it's skeeching. Nope.
Even with skateboarding, is that you sketch.
And no, there's no such thing as skitching. I don't know what skitching.
Uh,
not in the snow. Not in the snow up north behind the car.
I'm gonna go with the millennial.
Skeeching. We were skeeching when we were kids.
Sketching.
No.
How's it spelled?
We were skeeching before skateboards were made.
It is actually called skitching.
That's
Skeeching.
right.
We went skeeching.
In its basic form, skitching is as easy as finding a slippery, snow-covered road and a passing car bumper.
See?
It's called
They do it
skitching.
with skateboarding,
Skeeching.
too.
It was
It
skeeching.
is not skitching.
We went. It's Pokemon, and we went skeeching. It's Pokemon, and we went skeeching.
Let's just
And
say, I just looked up skeeching, Dave.
Yeah.
I recommend you don't.
Oh no, I bet you it's that Urban Dictionary is really bad.
I'm looking it up.
No, Megan,
Oh
no.
no. So tell me about your skeeching episodes as a teen in Chicago.
Yes, same as sketching, skateboarding, rollerblades, bicycle, holding on to a
Yeah,
vehicle.
see.
Those are all wheels, man. We're just talking about your feet. Just the bottom, the sole of your shoes on that bumper through the slush.
I'm sensing a turnover here, by the way.
A fumble in this game, really?
I am. I know it's very bold.
Yes, and Mitchell.
There's who needed Mitchell? Tommy likes wingies. There he is. Yeah, hopefully Mitchell gets some touches on this drive. There's your Mitchell.
I did not start him today.
8 of 11 for 126 yards. So here's what's funny about the fantasy thing, because I'm playing Skeeter.
Are you gonna go 7-0 or 8-0?
Yeah,
You're
7-0.
6-0, Dave.
I thought he was going to beat me, and I mean my starting quarterback's out. Both my starting running backs are out. My normal flex guy's out. I mean, but Tommy's got the same thing. I mean, Skeeter's got the same thing. His starting quarterback was out. His 2 top running backs were out. So he had picked up a running back from New England yesterday, and I was like, I got no idea why he picked that dude up, but he was starting him. They scratched the dude, I guess, like right before game time.
no.
But no, he still picked up a dude. So he picks up Gainwell from Philadelphia. I'm like, are you kidding me? Dude, like first quarter, he had 1 reception, 41 yards receiving, 4 yards. He had a touchdown. Like the first touchdown of the game, bam, that guy gets in the end zone. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I'm like, Skeet's going to like smoke me on some dude that like is just like
Yeah, so
has no touchdowns all season long.
You got Mitchell too.
But that's pretty much where it ended, though. Yeah, I started Mitchell, but I also started Mike Davis, who got 1 yard or 10 yards rushing.
Such a disappointment.
Yeah. So I made another fumble.
Just get an interception?
What the heck?
I think it was a
Yeah,
fumble.
I think it was an interception.
Did he not go out of bounds?
Yo, if that's a touchdown, that really gives me a shot, actually.
Jimmy's like, what?
Somebody just said it looks like there's gonna be a turnover, right?
Was it an interception or a fumble?
Pick 6.
I think he was out of bounds, wasn't he?
Let's see.
All right, it's caught.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Oh, no. I have to see the back of his feet, but that looked good.
Right there.
Oh,
That's close, dude. That's close.
that's
Right
out.
there, right there.
That
No,
second
hold on, I
shot,
don't
he
think
was
it
out.
touched. I think watch the second one. I think it.
Throw
I
a
don't
flag.
think it touched.
You got to at least challenge that one.
I couldn't hear what he said.
Something about the Indianapolis 39, he's out of bounds. It really only feels an interception,
That's out.
but yeah, he's
But,
totally.
but his foot's not down.
What do you mean his foot's
No,
not
Yeah.
down?
No, watch. It's not down all the way there. His back of his foot didn't go all the way down.
I don't know how you can say that. He's touching the grass.
You can see it when it goes up. Watch when it goes up. That it's not.
All it has to do is touch the grass. It doesn't have
Right.
to touch the earth.
Yeah, he's down, and they're not challenging it. Sorry, Tommy. No more Mitchell on this drive.
That was short-lived.
Challenge it.
You're not going to challenge it.
He was out. It was a great play, and it was close. I see what you're saying though. That is, his toe was down, but his heel didn't touch.
Right.
But it hung over enough to I think that maybe it, maybe the dew, off of his shoe just connected with the water with the bottom out of bounds, and that was enough.
I feel a rap song coming, Dave.
A rap song?
Well, you said a
Give
dude.
it one, brother.
Oh, the dew in the shoe, the Brian.
I kind of felt it. That was a freak play.
Oh,
Yeah, it was down.
they can stop him here though. They still have a chance. They got to stop him though. And they're just going to run the ball. They want to eat that clock up. Oh no, he's going to throw. Carson's rolling.
To Pittman.
Why is he running so much today?
I think he's just trying to inspire change in the offense.
It's working.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, fellas?
How many rushing yards do you have?
Let me look.
60, 50. What's crazy?
What's crazy,
Davey?
John?
The Colts, really, as early as their last drive, were taking up as much off the clock as they could when there was still 8 minutes to go at the time. And they're doing it again now.
Carson Wentz 4 rushes for 23 yards. 1 touchdown and 1 fumble lost.
You're right, Tundra. We still could see overtime.
If they get a touchdown here and an extra point, and then they get a 2-point conversion scoring.
Indy field goal, and then a San Fran touchdown and 2-pointer.
Yeah, 3 points and then 8. I meant field goal if I said touchdown. Pardon me. Jimmy is still. Oh, someone hurt.
Who's down? Number 4? Yeah. Number 4. Is that who it is?
And that cannot be fun to be hurt and laying there in the pouring rain.
No, you're right. No.
Pittman 3 catches for 77 yards. 3 targets, 3 catches. Not bad.
No.
Oh, way more than 3 targets.
That's what it says right here in the box score. 3 targets.
Yeah, that has to be wrong because there's 3 pass interference calls against him alone.
Let me refresh. That doesn't count. That play does not count.
Oh, they don't count what do you mean the play doesn't count? They ran a play.
It doesn't count. It's a penalty. You accept the penalty, then you take the penalty.
It's as if it didn't occur.
Yeah, the play doesn't count.
So weird because he to me a target's a target.
Deebo Samuel 12 targets.
Wow.
8 receptions. Very interesting. Frank, I'll give one more chance. I remember we talked about this the other day. I sent the folks a message on Thursday.
Pizza folks.
Yeah, the pizza folks,
7th
the
Avenue.
7th Avenue Pizza, and they're like, "Hey, let's talk." So I'll try and give them maybe another buzz tomorrow, and see.
All right, you guys. Sometimes we like to read silly things during commercials.
All right.
Here's a tweet. Two separate tweets pictured together. Someone tweets, I just met someone who at the age of 19 had $40,000 to his name. He asked a big hotel how much it would cost to throw a huge party for the crypto community. Couldn't buy a sandwich the next day. But now he knows all the top exchange guys and crypto whales. Power play. All right, that's one. The very next picture is Busta Rhymes, famous rapper, who tweeted today in all caps, should I buy a house or a link to a picture of a pixelated monkey? Which is, of course, talking about NFTs. I thought that was a funny tweet. No?
What's NFT stands for? No funds transmitted? No,
Non-fungible.
Frank, you must know.
Non-fungible token.
Of course, I love that Frank knows all this stuff, dude. I could count on it. Do you get it, Frank? I don't get it. I don't get why those are going for so much money.
I do.
Yeah? You like them?
No.
No.
There's a bunch of people out there that have made new money and are trying to find a way to spend it, and they're speculative and they follow trends. And I think it's interesting. I mean, I think there are some good values of NFT, particularly as it relates to non-counterfeitability, but these stupid digital art things that people, have you been at some of these auction sites where that you can bid like Biddable and some of these sites where you can see NFTs, and like this thing went for like 4 Ethereum or like what's that, like $16,000?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just nuts. It's just people don't value this stuff anymore because it's newfound money, you know.
Yeah.
It's good though. It's like we need more money. Not enough money in the world.
Having flashbacks to our great in-person times in Florida. Excited for when that happens again.
Same here, pal.
Stuff we drew on Microsoft Paint, square by square. Love it, Jamie.
Pacquiao gets it. Good. Make me some art. It's not about the art.
Kimberly was 70 points. My dad was 66. Papa Steve, 63. Papa Bear, 61. And 4Gen, 61 as well. Bison Thumper right up there.
So what's happening with these trending now? So, you know, we don't know what the number 1 and number 2 person has, KD and Maverick. But is one of them moving up and the other one moving down?
It looks like they're both moving up, as far as I can tell. Still. As far as squares go, Kimberly has B, Maverick has I, and then the next 2 have T. I is a partial, B is not, and neither is T.
So who had I?
I is Maverick.
Maverick could take the lead if he gets this score to end right now.
Yep, good. Although I do think we're going to see at least one more score, whether that's going to be Indy cap of the game.
Oh, Wentz going deep.
So Pittman, he's in.
Oh,
you
dude.
didn't even finish the sentence, and you were right.
How about it?
That was
How about that?
That should seal the game. It shouldn't
Pittman.
seal the game. It will.
Jonathan.
Me and
Yeah,
Tommy like swingies. This is great stuff. What a catch and play after.
I don't know. I mean, when you say seals the win, I mean, you're still down by 8 points.
What?
You're down by 8 points. He's got 105 yards, 1 reception.
Oh, I meant seals the win. No, I meant seals the win for the Colts.
Oh, I thought you meant for your fantasy.
No, I'm projected to lose still.
Well, no, I mean you are, but you're catching up. You got Lockett tomorrow night, and he's in the clubhouse. No, he's got New Orleans defense.
Yeah, now I'm projected to do okay.
You have a chance.
No, New Orleans defense, they're going to only give up 3 points, according to Willis.
That's true. You never know.
Hey, he's got an inside deal, man. I mean, he's not wrong. I saw it in all caps.
Lockett's going to hurt me, though, man, with Geno Smith throwing the ball.
Never know.
You're right.
I think I'm pretty safe.
Ice remains a partial.
And my predictor just went down because that score changed. Now it's right on it, close to it. Come on, San Francisco. I got a partial.
The passing yards. I think San Fran still has the lead on passing yards even after that bomb throw by Carson Wentz. That was a heck of a run by Deebo Samuel in the rain.
Yeah, that was nice.
30-24 score is looking good. What did I pick? I picked 23-17 Indy.
Indy, yeah. And I went 23-21 San Francisco.
I'm only 3 yards off right now of total yards.
There's one thing I can tell you is that if you picked Indianapolis, you got a 0 for passing yards because San Francisco is already in the lead. They're going to pass the ball more now. And if Indianapolis gets the ball back, they're going to run it into the line and run the clock out. So that one right there on your predictors is all but done. If you picked San Francisco, you're good.
Oh, only by 12 yards, as you said. That's crazy, man. Oof. That hit looked tough. And that, unless they can snap this ball quickly, which it looks like they're trying to do.
They'll get another playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One guy looked like he was lining up way off sides, though. Or way, offsides on the offense.
There you go. You got out of bounds there for one more. Oh, they rolled that clock right there a little extra, didn't they?
The whistle blew and then the clock.
Yeah,
moved.
they'll put 1 second back on the clock there, I think. So they'll get another play before the 2-minute warning.
No,
really? Yeah, I think he was out of bounds before it hit the 2-minute warning.
Really? That's the most in NFL history through 7 career games. Wow.
For a rookie or for anybody?
For the first 7 games of anybody's career. That's awesome.
1974, I think Jim Hart was a quarterback back then.
I think you might be right.
Might be. He was the AD at SIU when I was there. Nice guy.
Really?
Yeah.
We're going to look at the schedule as we do kind of around this time every week. Tomorrow night, big $5,000 cage match.
Huge.
Saints, Seahawks. That'll be fun. This Thursday, really looking forward to the Thursday night matchup on October 28th. Packers at Cardinals.
Yeah, it's going to be a big game.
I
Yeah.
have a feeling the Cardinals are going to win by kind of a lot, but it'd be a fun one no matter what with those two quarterbacks facing off. The following week, or the following Sunday, I should say, a couple days after that, we get the Lions' first win of the season against the Eagles, so that'll be fun.
They could win that one.
They very well could. You get the Rams Texans. Let's see if they can beat them up as bad as Arizona did. And then in the evening, we get the Cowboys at Minnesota.
Ooh, that'd be a good one too.
Yeah, which will be really fun, especially for the Super Squares fam.
What do you think? What do you think is going to happen to Deshaun Watson?
Ooh.
Intercepted.
Give me another few points there.
That's the end of the game.
I know it's raining, but I've been underwhelmed by his passes today. Like they're all ducks, just kind of wobbly, and nobody hit him on that one, I don't think.
He threw that into quadruple coverage. I mean, just floated it up in the air into 4 guys,
Nobody hit him.
4 defenders.
It was a little wet. I guess it got out of his hand.
You guys, my dad's predictors bumped up from 33 to 40 somehow in the last few seconds.
He's not complaining, is he?
I don't know how. I don't even know. He's probably sleeping. So Kimberly and he are within 4 points, and he's getting a partial.
Uh-oh, Kimberly.
And Papa Steve has T. Someone else has M, F, and G. So a couple other partials in there as well. Does someone have F? Sassy Pants does have a perfect. So it's going to be close. Sassy Pants does well at Super Squares. Always high on the leaderboard.
My game group does not look like today's earlier. 23, 30, 30, 17, 17, 22, 16, 22, 19, 25, 14, 24, 9, 11, 15, 9, 9, 20, 7, 6, 14.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Veggie. Oh, Indy took their timeout. You don't, or San Fran took their timeout. You don't think that they could have let everyone go to the locker room?
If they get a first down here, the game's over. But they can still get the ball back. If they stop them here on 3rd down, force a punt.
Dave, they'd have to get a touchdown and an onside kick and another
See?
score.
That proves my point.
Not gonna do it.
Wouldn't be prudent.
Not gonna do it. 1,000 points a lot. Not gonna do it. I'm excited for tomorrow night.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see, if they're on phones, and Jonathan, and Tim, if they got a phone but not a camera, are we able to use StreamYard for phone calls?
I think so, yeah.
Can they call us and call in?
Yeah, through the line right through the audio.
Through the audio system. We can call them. Okay. Hopefully they got a, if they've got face, do they need it? Can they get a StreamYard app for the phone? Or what do they need to do to use their phone to call in?
Just we send them an email invite.
Using their phone.
Yeah.
All right. So there's no excuse, right? If you can play Super Squares, you can. Well, it's kind of hard to do both. Yeah, I got it.
Now, what if Carson Wentz swings one out here, catches them off guard, and throws for like a, not even like a 30, 35 yard, no, moot point. Here comes the punt.
49ers can get the ball back.
And with plenty of time to go downfield with no timeout, score a touchdown, get an onside kick, and then kick a field goal.
Yes, absolutely. I can see it. Wait, they still wouldn't work.
And a 2-point conversion.
8 3 is 11.
No, they need 2 touchdowns. so much for that. I'm looking at the math. You're right. 2 touchdowns.
We're the ones to know if the area code is going to be a Florida area code.
Yes, it will. 727.
I hope we get like someone that we know from the stream that actually wins. I hope someone. At
I
least...
kind of do, but I kind of feel bad if there's one from our stream and then 2 people that have never played before. I kind of feel bad for them, but
I mean, I hear you. In one sense, I hear you because it's obviously, you have more experience, you have a shot. But as long as they take their time, and pay attention, right? If they know what's at stake, I think really, Frank, is what it is. If they know what's at stake and that every quiz question matters, and they take I think they'll be all right. But
I think they're going to be nervous because they have to get their will all updated.
Yeah.
And their living will.
We need to get the DNR sign right before the event starts.
Yeah. You guys, I do admit, I was cheering for a fake punt there.
Fake punt. And that'll be the end of the game. My friends.
They should just take a knee here. I don't think, are they really going to run a play?
They're not going to run a play. That'd be stupid. To get someone hurt with this bad weather and everything, it's just.
Yeah.
Call a flea flicker. See that he said? Call a flea flicker. Right, guys. He's actually calling a play.
Well, I mean, what are you calling a play for? This is just dumb.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just dumb. What's the spread on this game?
Yeah.
4, I think.
And look at that right there, just like that. You get your boy hurt.
And don't you have the Indianapolis defense?
I do.
They did another sack right there because of a stupid.
Take it.
Yeah, that was dumb.
My game, no joke, my game is a projected 1-point game now, so that sack is going to make it projected even. That's actually crazy that he did that, especially given your injury status with Lance and Garoppolo's history.
Look at that.
Projected, yeah.
You're projected to win by 0.7 points.
Who?
You.
And what?
In fantasy. He's got New Orleans defense tomorrow, and you've got Tyler Lockett, my friend.
You're projected basically a tie, but
You have a 52% chance to win now.
Oh, it changed because of that. Look at that, dude.
that's nuts.
These nuts?
These nuts.
Let's go, guys. With Sony Michel going to be 0.4.
I got a partial, but my predictors are not that great. I've only got 22.9.
See, now you'll see it says Fiend final, right?
Finn.
Yeah.
As in Dolphins, but it's not, they're still, the rain and the fumbles and the sacks. There's a lot of things that change when it comes to passing yards and total yards that the NFL has to get kind of a look at before they prove it.
I got to say, guys, I might have made a fatal mistake in fantasy today.
Oh, no. What'd you do?
Fatal. I started Sony Michel, who only got 0.4 points,
Yep.
And I could have started Philip Lindsay, who had 0.8.
Oh, dude. Man, I'm not a mathematical genius, but that's twice as many points.
I know. What a bad play on my end.
Man.
On my benches, by the way, Eckler, Chubb, and David Montgomery.
Yep.
All hurt. Or have a bye week. My goodness. That was a different game, Tommy. Maverick apparently wins the Skybox by 0.77. According to Skeeter's math. With 39.87 predictors, which don't look now, guys, but that's the highest in the Skybox, too.
Terrible. Just terrible. Terrible.
My predictors were 26.77.
Yeah, I was at 23.
Man.
It was that total yardage that did me, and like I said, I did this before I knew that there was really bad weather. But I still probably wouldn't have won. I don't know if I've ever gone down into the 500s for total yards. I'm not sure if I've ever predicted in 500s. I know Matt Burke did last week, like 505 or something crazy. Usually I'm somewhere between 600 and 800 on my predictions.
That is crazy, Big Aries.
That's kind of weird. He's sitting on the umbrella and he's got sit in the rain talking. Can we finish this? Can we go someplace dry to talk, please?
Alex is I think he's out of it. So he's cheering for Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, let's go, Brandon.
No, he's not actually. He is congratulating that Brandon won a game group.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Oh, I thought he said he's cheering for him to win. He already won.
I think Brandon won.
See, thinks when he's cheering for Brandon.
Which Brandon though? Which Brandon won?
Is it our Brando?
Do we get our channel points back for the INT that was ruled a fumble? You guys were doing channel points on Twitch without me.
You know what? I saw something pop up on Twitch earlier, like an aside, a little thing, and I was like, "What is that?"
Can people wager Twitch points on their own without the host?
No, there was.
Riddle can do it. Riddle, as a moderator, can do it, but there's no way to refund them.
Oh,
I got 53,000 channel points. 54,000.
I wonder how many I have now.
24,000. Sweet.
I should have a lot now, guys. I haven't had a chance to lose them all.
I was up at like 120 one time, and then
How do you check? I have 5.3 thousand.
There you go. My final score 58.
is that a phone call? Somebody asking for a refund?
I finished 4th in my game group. That's not bad.
Has it been finalized yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, this did.
Maverick, the big winner. 75.8373. Sassy Pants, 74.
Close one.
Kimberly, 73.
Ooh, the agony of defeat. So sorry, Kimberly.
And this is where I love Super Squares, right? Because you look at the top 5 and you see 4Gen and Kobe, who both had probably better squares than anyone above them, but their predictors were only 23 and 20.
Yep.
It's a good. I think it's a good mix of everything it takes.
This also lets you know, just looking at those scores, how important it is to get a booster point. You know, if this was our final scores in the finals, and you're going, well, maybe the person in 4th place had 3 booster points and bumps up to 2nd. The person in 3rd place has 3 booster points and bumps up past the, so it's important to get those booster points. That's how close it is. In my game group winner had 23 predictors, 65 total points.
Alex, I love Super Squares too.
And I love you guys. Rain? It's starting to rain, and I'm gonna go do our game group results. Post them online. See you all tomorrow evening.
Sounds like a plan.
Hope to be speaking to some of you in the morning.
Dude, look at that. Where did that come from? I didn't know it was supposed to rain. Yeah. Criminy, look at that. Zing, zing. There's a whole bunch more coming too off the coast right now, my friend.
Everybody's hoping they talk to Frank a little earlier than tomorrow night's stream.
Yeah.
Good luck. We'll keep everybody posted on what's going on, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Sounds good.
See you, pal.